in the wrong 3 holes. Damn, Sarah, you did not. You did not, Sarah. Hey, Sarah, make up your mind. Which is it? You cannot be offended on email and then swing from the lowest vine on the X. That vine is laying flat on the ground, Sarah. It doesn't get any lower. Sarah, there is no lower vine than finger in the incorrect hole. Smack.
Stuck your finger in the wrong hole.
Jarrett can't believe you went there.
Stuck your finger in the wrong hole.
Scott is that guy, writes, Dear at Jim Rome. Not only do we have naked bowling, we also have the naked bike ride day in Portland as well. Whatever you do, don't slip off your bicycle seat. You know what? I believe that to be true. We were in the state of Washington to see Shared Belief, DJ and I. And we were in Seattle. And we were like right downtown at a coffee shop outside. And I swing around and there were at least 50 dudes on bikes. Nude bike ride. I don't know if they were protesting something or if that was just the club or what it was.
Right in my face.
Protesting decency, maybe, but in no way was I prepared for that visual. I mean, I got over it. You don't really ever get over that. You just kind of hope to get beyond that, and I did with time and therapy, but I didn't see that coming. Ken writes, Hey, Rome, in nude bowling, do they have a dong warmer next to the wrist brace in the vending machine? I'm sure. It's Pittsburgh. It's cold, I'm sure. Jim, I worked at a bowling alley 40 years ago. In your assessment of bowling alleys, I can definitely say that you are wrong. You are wrong about nothing. Dude, if you worked 40 years ago, were you one of those guys who had to manually set the pins up? Did you have to walk the bowling balls back up the lane? How much did you make working at a scummy bowling alley 40 years ago? I bet not even $1 an hour. No, I'm done. No. Huge call brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts. O'Reilly Auto Parts can help you find a repair shop with their shop referral program. Call or stop by any O'Reilly Auto Parts location or use the Find a Repair Shop feature on O'ReillyAuto.com today. 2 excellent interviews. We had Ron Washington, manager of the Angels. We had Lamont Paris, the head basketball coach at South Carolina. Clones did a pretty nice job for you. XR4TI did a great job for them. Have a great day. Thank you for listening. We're back tomorrow. See you then. Clones, what do we want when we're craving protein or we need some more energy? Not bars, not sugary snacks, not energy drinks. What we want is beef, pure and simple. So where's the beef? It's in a package of Old Trapper beef jerky. Old Trapper is not your father's jerky. It's not shriveled, dry, and tasteless. Old Trapper beef jerky is made from lean strips of steak and quality spices that are smoked over a real wood fire. So it's tender and it's tasty. It's not tough. And why is it so good? Because Old Trapper is a 50-year-old family business known for their relentless commitment to quality. They take smoked beef extremely seriously, and you can taste it in every single bite. Old Trapper is packed with protein. It comes in 4 great flavors to satisfy all your cravings. Quality smoked meat at its finest that goes with you wherever you go, to the game, to the gym, to the beach. So look for Old Trapper in the Clearview bag. You can see the quality you're buying. Look for it in major retail stores near you. If you don't see it, clones, ask for it by name because no other jerky compares. Old Trapper, what's your beef?
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood, it's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number 1 in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
So try our newest cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust pizza. Made with a blend of ricotta and mozzarella, hand stuffed into that Papa John's fresh, never frozen, original dough. Get it for a limited time only at Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
Hey guys, I've devised a plan to find better home internet. Kids, you scout the web for the best deals. Honey, you monitor our projected data usage.
Or we could avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular's home internet. There's no guesswork, and their internet's faster than ever.
New plan. Ellen, you sign up for U.S. Cellular home internet. Madison, you bring me snacks while I stream the game. Let's do this.
Bundle and save on U.S. Cellular's new and improved home internet. Just $29.99 when bundled with a wireless plan. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
In this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse for all of your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing about this great service is that it is free. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
Turkey, ham, bacon, these and other meats are great around the holidays and every other day, but they all leave behind grease when you cook them, and grease is a real pain in the drain. When you pour grease down a drain, it cools and can clog sewer lines. That can lead to sewer spills, which are messy, bad for the environment, and can also be expensive. Never pour grease down the drain. Instead, collect it in a container like a used soup can or jar. Let it cool and throw it away in the trash. Together, we can protect our sewer system and the environment. For more information, go to guc.com.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
You already know, my guy.
I'm a current log snapper.
He top 5, man. That's all I'm going to say.
We're blue collar, we're hard workers, that's who our fans are, that's who our school is.
Clip, what's up? It's Bryce.
Loneliness is worse than COVID. It's a proven fact.
I don't want a stalker.
Bro, what are we doing here?
Bro.
Just a bunch of dudes sitting in a room talking into sticks, man.
So you're the
You can't say that.
Clip, thank you for letting me hijack the show.
If it wasn't funny, then let's blame it on the duck.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios. Coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, pr927fm.com. And you can join us on Facebook Live and YouTube and be a part of today's program as we have a lot of sports to talk about. This is March. Conference tournaments are underway. We got a few more tipping off tonight. Intern Zach, excited about that. I've been looking at fake brackets. I think I like fake brackets almost as much as I like real brackets. It is fun to break these things down. We'll talk about it in hour number one with Mack McCarthy. He's getting ready to call some postseason basketball, so we'll talk about that and what's making headlines in the world of sports on this Tuesday. We got Pirate baseball coming up at 6 o'clock. We'll talk about that later on in today's show with Mike Mullis. We don't have Pirate softball. They will not be taking on Duke this midweek due to impending weather. We will talk to Shane Winkler about the team's start to the season. They've played 23 games. They have won 21 of those games. 21-2 is the start for ECU softball. We'll talk about that with Coach Winkler coming up in hour number two. And Bryce Williams will join us here on a Tuesday. And remember when we did the watch party for ECU Oklahoma in the Charlottesville Regional? There was an incident where Bryce grabbed a brew out of the fridge, and it was Brandon Manning's Superstitious beer. And we thought that the world was going to end when that happened. Well, we're going to reconvene those gentlemen coming up on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. B-Man and Bryce going to join us in hour number 3 of today's program. So we got all that on tap, plus Shirley Rhodes, as I mentioned, intern Zach. Chon is here. Hey, Chon.
Hey, Clipper. Got my Superstitious energy drink.
All right.
Superstitious beers. Superstitious beers.
And we've got, in his own little world, his own little corner, Mack McCarthy joining us. Hey, Coach Mack.
Hey, Coach.
How you doing over there?
Hey, Coach. How are you?
Good. How's the weather?
Good. I'm good down here in my efficiency apartment.
Ooh, okay. I'm receiving some word from a source close to the situation that, this is a good source. Should I report this?
I would say so because he is boots on the ground all over campus.
I'm just going to, how about I just say, hold on to your horses regarding baseball tonight. Could be some schedule changes coming. Tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight. Could be some schedule changes coming, according to a source close to the situation.
And that source is now on Facebook saying, baseball scheduling news incoming.
All right, so maybe there won't be baseball tonight.
Wow.
Not
maybe
official
not
yet.
Tomorrow either.
Not official yet, but it's looking like it could be that way. So when we have news to report, we will pass that along. Right now we have rumors.
Clip. Sorry to interrupt
what
you,
do we
but
got,
we do
Shirley?
have news.
We got news. What do we got?
According to ECUPirates.com, it is listed on their schedule for tonight's game as postponed.
Well, there you go.
All right, there it is.
Shout out to, can we name our source?
I just did. John Moody.
John Moody.
A reliable source, in my opinion.
Yeah, he actually passed that along about 15 minutes ago, and I just saw it now. So it appears that there will be no ECU baseball coming up on this Tuesday. Not the worst thing in the world.
Is it weather related? What is this?
The source, Coach Mack, says due to unplayable field conditions. So
it wasn't like Bull Durham. They didn't leave the sprinklers on over there. I know Joey better than that.
Yeah. So, don't know what the exact issue is, but there you go. All right, let's check in with the chat game real quick. Steve is here. HT to you, MF. Derek says, good day to be a pirate. Why? Because it's better to be a pirate than anything else.
Amen, brother.
All right, Derek. Jamie says, hey now. Steve says, pirate radio headphone sizes, small, medium, large, extra large, 2XL, 3XL, Chon. How's he got to do that? How's he got to start the show like that?
Who knows? Well, he can do whatever he wants to.
That is true. We live in America, Chandler. Last time I checked. PJ said, hello, gang. Hello. Alex Harper made it to Florida safely. No interactions with law enforcement. Congratulations.
No 17 miles over the speed limit?
I guess not.
I thought GSP was going to get him for sure.
Here's my conspiracy theory. He didn't drive. It was his girlfriend.
Did you drive, Alex?
I heard that she was only driving the first little bit. So I have a feeling he drove the long Georgia-Florida part.
You got sources, too?
I got sources.
All right. Skip is in the house as well. What's up, Skip?
Skip is here.
Coach Mack, how are we?
I'm good. It's a busy time for me, obviously. With this will be my 11th straight year of doing the CAA. The first time doing the CAA tournament that it's actually the Coastal Athletic Association instead of the Colonial Athletic Association. But I'll just stick with CAA so I don't mess that up when I'm doing my games. I've got 2 games Friday, 2 games Saturday, 2 games Sunday, and I have been doing this tournament longer than all but one SID has been with these schools. How
long is that?
I don't know which. The one SID who's been there longer than that is a guy named Mike Tuberoso from Drexel.
How long have you been doing it?
This.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that.
When I'm talking, you don't listen. It's a hard conversation.
Don't you hate when that
11? I mean, if I want that, I can go home. My wife doesn't listen at all, but she would accuse me of the same thing. This is my 11th straight tournament.
At what conference is this? Just kidding.
Okay.
So, Coach,
I hope Mully comes on early.
My favorite thing about Tuesdays is you bring in questions for us and all this prepared material. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it.
Yes. Tell me about
Coach has been busy.
Tell me about Dartmouth voting to unionize 13-2, and ironically, they don't even give scholarships at Dartmouth, and they're a private school.
Explain this to me like I'm dumb. What does this mean? Dartmouth has players have voted to unionize. What does that mean?
Well, big picture wise, it doesn't mean very much. It's sort of an indicator. The NLRB deals with private employers, and this is a private employer. Obviously, all the schools in the Ivy League are private schools, to my knowledge. I guess they all are. The reason this didn't happen when Northwestern tried to unionize was they were part of a group in the Big Ten where they were the only private school, and the Big Ten was the ultimate employer there. This way, the Ivy League is the ultimate employer, but it has no implications past Dartmouth and or the Ivy League at this point in time. Now there are some other suits that are similar. USC is having a similar situation, and while they are a private school, they're in a league with public schools. So if they were to be involved, then that could have farther reaching. But it probably still is on some level the first step to college athletes becoming employees.
Employees for the school, meaning the school would pay them?
Meaning the school would pay them a salary. There would be contracts, and it wouldn't be just the school that would be their employer. It could be the athletic department. It could be the school. It could be the conference. It could be the NCAA.
Interesting. I wonder if that would... I guess you could still have NIL. Maybe people would not be as... willing to give out money if guys are already getting a salary on the team, guys and gals.
Yeah, you probably would still have NIL, but it might be more true NIL than what's going on right now. There are some true NILs like Caitlin Clark. What she's doing with national commercials and all that really is NIL. It wasn't an inducement. She was already in school and that kind of thing. But it changed. There's going to be a contract, and that contract is going to work two ways. When people leave now, if they become employees and you have a contract, there's going to be a buyout from that contract. Just like coaches have to pay a buyout. Now, if someone transfers from North Carolina to East Carolina might pay that buyout, but it's really going to be messy. It's really going to be messy.
And I mean, this is part of the story, I think. So Dartmouth this year, I saw their record. Let me pull it up again. They are 1-12 in league play, 5-21 overall. So the part of these contracts is it performance based? Are all these guys going to get cut and lose their money?
It sure could be.
Yeah.
It sure could be. There'll be some.
Sounds like be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, and you might have 1-year contracts. You might have 2. You might have 3. You might have 4-year contracts. And again, everything that we know about college athletics is going to change. And
don't you hate you're out of coaching now?
Not even a little bit.
Not even a smidge.
At practice time, I do. The one thing I do miss is practice. I love practice.
So this will or will not have any ramifications?
Not directly.
Okay.
Not directly.
All right.
It may be one small piece of the movement going forward, but it has nothing that applies anywhere else.
Fair enough. All right. Thank you for explaining that, Coach.
Now, is Dartmouth the one that had the bench mob?
Bench mob?
Bench mob?
Bench mob?
I do not know what
bench
you're talking
mob.
about.
I want to say it was Dartmouth.
I don't know.
My question is, does Dartmouth make enough money from basketball to support this?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. So
that's the whole thing. That's the deal with all this. There aren't many universities that make money in the athletic department.
Yeah.
There aren't many at all,
especially from basketball.
I mean, you can look at me, and if that's going to be the qualification, what are we going to do with all the sports that we know make no money?
Yeah,
are they out?
Which would be everything but football.
There are basketball programs that make money. There are a small handful of baseball programs that make money, a very small handful of women's basketball programs that make money. But, yeah, football. And just because you have football doesn't mean it makes money either. We're still talking about a couple dozen. We're not talking about 5 or 6, 7 dozen.
Mike P says, I think bench mob was Monmouth. That sound right to you?
Yeah, that was right. It's Monmouth.
All right.
Yeah, and they're not in the Ivy League.
It was one of the moths, but it was moth, not Dartmouth.
All right, Mon.
All right, Mon. Tyler says, don't cover your mouth when you speak, John.
Did I do that?
I don't know. Say it with your chest, though.
Did I do that?
There you go. That's what I want to hear. All right, Coach Mack. Shirley, can I get some March Madness? Full speed.
Oh.
Well, we'll talk ECU and we'll bring it down.
We're that excited today?
To half speed. So last night, the Atlantic Sun got underway. My pick to win it, Kennesaw State loses at home.
They sure did.
They lost.
No, they were not at home.
Where were they?
Jacksonville.
Oh. Yep. Wow, dang. I wish I'd have known that.
Yep, sorry.
Jacksonville, and then Queens won?
Queens won at Florida Gulf Coast.
All right, so I've got several issues, Coach, with basketball and college athletics. One of them is the rule where a team that goes from D2 to D1 can't make the tournament for a handful of years.
2 or 3.
Which is Queens in this case, and they're still playing their conference tournament.
And succeeding.
And they just knocked out a team. Should they be playing in this conference tournament?
Probably not, because if they do win it, they don't get a bid.
Yeah, so what's the point?
That's crazy.
They get called. It costs the league money.
They get a trophy.
Yeah, and I'm sure like their coach
trophy.
You know what? They get more practices, which your coach likes, right?
Yep.
Well, yeah, theoretically.
What do you not think they even care at this point? Because you're not really playing for anything.
Who doesn't care?
Queens.
Well, the conference
No,
championship.
they care. Yeah, they would love to win the trophy. But they shouldn't be allowed to play for the trophy, in my opinion.
Or they should just be allowed to make the tournament in the first place.
Should there be a rule in place? What is the point of the rule?
The rule was put in place because there were people occupying Division II rosters that would not have been eligible under Division I rules.
Oh, as far as academics?
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why the rule was put in place.
Well, now that we know nobody really cares about academics, can we
Memphis?
The last time APR was mentioned was before COVID.
The last time APR was mentioned was when Mack McCarthy got hamstrung at East Carolina. You were the only coach that got hurt by APR in history. Should write a book on that. Why me? The Mack McCarthy story. So there's one thing I don't like. The other thing, being moaned about it yesterday, I'm sure I'll do it throughout March. A team that wins their conference tournament should not be playing in Dayton in the first 4.
I agree with that.
Yeah, why do we?
I agree with that.
Let's get some common sense here.
The first 4 in Dayton ought to all be the last at large bids.
100%. I don't know why.
I don't know that anybody disagrees with that.
What? Let's do it. You got pull. You know people.
You got the only pull I got is 3 to 4 on Tuesdays.
That is not a lot of pull. All right, Zach, what other conference tournaments begin tonight?
The Horizon League, the Patriot League. Oh, sorry.
Who do we like in the Horizon League?
The Horizon League, that's like Milwaukee. Milwaukee's looking great right now.
IPWF.
Purdue Fort Worth has a chance, I guess.
Fort Wayne, sir.
Yeah.
Fort Worth is in Texas.
Oh, Fort Wayne. Yeah, my bad. I didn't realize I said that. Patriot League.
Patriot League.
That's where Army and Navy play.
Colgate's the best at Lehigh, isn't there? I've done games at Lehigh and Bucknell. Lehigh is in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Bethlehem.
Bucknell's up there near Williamsport, near the Little League World Series.
They got Boston University as well, the Terriers.
All right, who else we got tonight?
We got the Sun Belt.
Oh, Fun Belt
which
basketball.
Should be an App State route.
App State and JMU, there's a lot of debate right now as to whether if one of them doesn't win, that could the other one get an at-large bid, and I think they would be sadly
hit the Vince McMahon theme song. No chance in hell.
Remember, disappointed.
They both have great records.
Wow, James Madison's 28-3. Remember they were whatever and 0 to start the season.
They were going into conference play. They were 13-0.
How are you saying it's an App State route when James Madison?
I kind of forgot about James Madison. They beat James Madison. They beat James Madison.
Can I remind you of the Troy Trojans, sir?
2011, 13-5. It's not bad. It's not bad.
The two coaches at App and JMU, Mark Byington is the coach at JMU, and he played at UNCW and was a really good player. Dustin Kearns was like a manager, I think, at Tennessee, and he's really good. He's famous for his business card, and his motto, and the team's motto is "Take the stairs."
Yeah, heard that one. Wait, so
he was the first person I heard that from.
Ever?
A lot of people have done that.
If you're playing at Long Island University, you should take the stairs or get stuck in an elevator on the way to the game.
Good reference.
For sure.
So they got a manager from Tennessee, and we got an assistant coach from Tennessee.
And they're doing better, objectively.
Just pointing that out. I mean, could we not get a ball boy from Tennessee? The guy that mops up the paint when a big man falls and sweats on the court? All right, Sunbelt. Anybody else playing tonight? A-Sun back in action?
A-Sun is back in action tonight. I believe that's everybody. Conference-wise, yeah. Dayton's playing tonight.
I'm pumped, Coach. I love these next couple weeks leading into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, it is kind of neat that the tournaments are staggered too. A lot of the mid-major leagues or low major leagues are this week, and then the big boys come on next weekend, and some others too. But these 2 weeks I think are a lot of fun and kind of build the excitement for that first week of the NCAA tournament.
Horizon got that nice sponsorship, by the way, for their tournament. Barbasol Horizon tournament, Coach. Do you use the word, low major there, mid major?
Low and mid.
What do you think about those terms?
Nobody very much would admit to being a low major. Everybody that's a low major says we're mid major.
By the way, if you're a low major, aren't you a minor at that point? What? How low can you go from a major? Can we go major and minor? I don't know. What is the American?
Mid.
Mid?
I don't think we're quite a major. We're definitely not a major conference.
But they're not admitting that. No,
we're not going to say that.
Oresco would have a fine for that.
Rank the conferences. So Big 12
in basketball.
Yeah,
for this year.
SEC might be number
currently.
One.
Who?
SEC? Number one?
Who?
I think Big 12.
Okay.
I think Big 12.
You're going to go SEC too?
SEC
it's
number
a 1-2,
2.
yeah.
Okay. Big 10?
Probably Big 10 since they have the number one overall team and a couple in the team.
Houston is number one, sir.
No, a team that has been number one at different times.
That reminds me, Big East. Where do they come in?
Well, this year they're probably ahead of the ACC and the Pac-12.
Okay. And then Mountain West, I guess.
Behind the ACC and Pac-12.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting 5 or 6 teams in, so they, I don't think they have any really great teams, but they've got a bunch of good ones.
I don't agree with all the Mount West hype, but that's besides the point.
A10 or AAC for 8th? Who's better this year?
That's a really good question. I think the AAC.
Okay.
And you couldn't say that most years.
No.
I would love an AAC A10 challenge.
I would like that. It's local-ish, to us at least.
Yeah, ECU Richmond or something?
Yeah.
But I would love that going into the year.
The American does a hoop showcase during the conference play. Did you know that?
What's that?
They do like 4 games of an American hoops showcase, and they put a big old label on your court, and they say, boom, you're on ESPN.
Who plays in it?
It's been random conference matchups, but we didn't get one this year.
What?
Yeah.
How did we get left out?
Well, I don't know, man.
You guys are all too young, but they used to have something like that during the middle of the season where you didn't know who you were playing until later in the year, but you knew which teams, and it was called the Bracket Buster. And they tried to match up.
How old do you, Coach? I remember that was like 10 years ago.
I worked some Bracket Buster games. I worked a game at Marymount, Loyola Marymount. I worked a game at Cal Santa Barbara. I worked one at, I want to say Utah. They must have been in a bad league. I worked at one at Utah, but
they were Mountain West then, I guess.
That's exactly what they were.
Bracket Buster.
That could be cool for resume builders mid-year.
I wonder why
that was the purpose,
we went away from that.
A chance to have a big win.
A conference like the American needs that to have better chances for bids.
And we've seen that you can last-minute schedule. Look at what happened during COVID, even with football.
Yeah. That could be really nice for like the A10 and the AAC.
I'm trying to find out when this was, Coach, because I do remember it. Oh, those are some long, baggy shorts. So maybe it was the mid-2000s. Doesn't that look like mid-2000s shorts?
For sure.
Yeah, when I did it, it was.
Joey Rodriguez played for VCU. I remember that name.
I did it in like 2002, 3, 4.
Okay, from 03 to 13.
There you go.
And why it stopped, I don't know.
The answer is money. What's the question?
Yeah, but
that could bring money, in my opinion. I mean, a big matchup mid-year.
All right, let's. Eric wants to hear the smooth sounds of March Sadness. Shirley, can you give us ECU's March Madness theme? Because the Pirates.
You didn't know East Carolina had their own March Madness theme?
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Still purple and gold themed.
East Carolina on the road this week at SMU, which, by the way, screw SMU, man.
Hey, whoa.
The UTSA loss, man. That UTSA loss is rough.
I talked them up, and they just completely fall on their faces. Pump it up, Shirley. This is ECU's March Madness theme.
Is it backwards?
No, it's just very, very slow, and it sounds very, very sad because East Carolina does not know what March Madness is.
God, and I contributed to this. I apologize.
Y'all did go on a run there one year in the conference tournament.
Was that Mack or Lebo?
I swear it was Mack.
No, it wasn't me. I didn't run anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry.
I
tried to give you some credit there.
Lots of runs, but they weren't here.
ECU at SMU Wednesday night. We'll, I don't know, maybe be watching that at Sports Trivia. Former intern Joey will be hosting Sports Trivia.
Cannot wait for that.
Excited about that.
It's going to be brutal.
I think he's going to destroy us.
I don't know.
If it was just me and my team there, we would probably do like a record low.
We'll find out tomorrow night.
Well,
8 o'clock.
I have Clip on my team this week, so I'm good.
Saturday, 4 o'clock, Charlotte at East Carolina. East Carolina will win that game. So I'm excited about that. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. More with Coach Mack McCarthy, and the chat gang as well. By the way, if you're just tuning in, no ECU baseball today due to unplayable field conditions. They will reconvene tomorrow morning and let us know about Wednesday's schedule. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
And it's called a bird. You don't need no Vanessa, no personality. I'm the attitude. Everybody say
for the latest from the world of golf. Tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show, presented by PlayGolfMyrtleBeach.com, the golf capital of the world. Hosts Mark Greenhelch and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're going to love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
This is your What's New update brought to you by Greenville Auto World. What's new? Greenville Auto World has new owners and is part of the DriveHereNow.com team of dealerships. New owner Tommy Cook and his team have 4 dealerships with a fully stocked inventory, over 200 SUVs, trucks, cars, and over 50 lenders, and has financing for anybody. Get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. Greenville Auto World, Highway 43 at Bells Fork across from Speedway. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Home runs and high fives always go better with a Bud Light. Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. Whether you're headed to the ballpark, the jungle, or the couch, be sure to pick up and order some Bud Light and enjoy the ball game. Bud Light is always easy to drink and easy to enjoy. And remember, Pirate Nation, stay in the game and please drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Go Pirates!
Want a great lunch with quick service? Huckleburger. Need a place to dine out with the family tonight? Huckleburger. The fastest full-service restaurant in town. Huckleburger. Huckleburger is committed to 3 core values: highest level of customer service, high-quality delicious food, and lightning speed. The Huckleburger menu features delicious burgers, cheesesteaks, chicken sandwiches, black bean burgers, salads, and much more. Huckleburger in Greenville near Lowe's on Memorial Drive and off of 15th Street near the movie theater in Washington. Huckleburger. Delicious, fast, fresh, and friendly.
Here with Tracy Ayers from ENC Pirate Realty, and you have some exciting news about your new partnership with Allen Tate Realtors.
Yes, we're very excited about our partnership with Allen Tate. Real estate is a people-centric industry. We chose to partner with Allen Tate due to its stellar reputation throughout North and South Carolina and its broader partnership with Howard Hanna. Please visit us on Fire Tower Road in Greenville or online at encpiraterealty.com. Remember, at ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate, we close the deal or someone walks the plank. Go Pirates.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Big news! DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps, is coming soon to North Carolina on March 11th. It won't be long until you can bet on same-game parlays, money lines, and props right here in North Carolina with DraftKings. DraftKings Sportsbook has the best features, including odds boost and live betting. They also have social betting groups where you can share your bets with friends in real time. You can bet on all kinds of sports, including college basketball, hockey, and so much more. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. New customers, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and bet on your favorite sports once we go live. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, coming to North Carolina on March 11th. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus. North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Subject to regulatory licensing requirements. See terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook/NC.
This is Touchdown Tony Collins, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. You can shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And coming up in the third hour, today is Tuesday, which means it is Ticket Tuesday, brought to you by Toby Williams and Cellular Warehouse. We're going to be giving away 4 tickets to the ECU UNC Charlotte basketball game on March 9th. So you want to tune in for that, and if you win, guess what? Toby Williams will deliver those tickets right to your front door, just like he does all of his cellular deliveries. You can call Toby Williams today, by the way, at Cellular Warehouse at 252-799-7051 and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, and you're going to want to win today's ticket giveaway, because it'll be an ECU basketball victory against Charlotte on Saturday. We're giving away free tickets to that game. 4 tickets to ECU and Charlotte with the Ticket Tuesday, brought to you by Toby Williams and Cellular Warehouse. We'll do that in hour number 3. All right, welcome back into the show. Chon, you have your hand up.
ECU always has a basketball game that they win at home that they're not supposed to win. Well, this is our last chance to do it, so it's going to happen Saturday against Charlotte.
I like that. That's a tradition of sorts.
Yeah, and we're going to lose by probably 22 tomorrow, I would say.
What is the line?
It's probably going to be 9.5.
I was going to say 8.5.
What are you going to say, Zach?
7.5.
Okay.
The AAC is usually pretty generous with their lines.
You think that's the line?
It's usually pretty helpful to the lower seed or lower team.
What do you think? It's too low? SMU has stunk. Like they've lost 3 in a row.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Can I make a complaint about this this betting thing that you all have going on?
What do we have going on?
I assume you all lobbied the state legislature to start legalized sports betting in the state.
We signed the bill.
I kind of figured that, but I have been so bombarded.
Oh my God, I know.
On Twitter with so many gambling entities, scoop sheets and all this stuff, and it is just ridiculous. And I am taking the time to block each and every one of them, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't slow them down. Do you know how many people? And of course, this is mostly not gambling related, but this is contributing to it. Do you know how many people I have blocked on this stupid thing?
I don't know, Coach.
Take
but
a guess.
We have some.
Do you know the number?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know the exact number, but I know the ballpark.
75.
64.
How many people has Coach Mack blocked on X?
Like overall or just for sports
overall?
betting?
Overall.
Probably like 150. I can see Mack as a big blocker.
Shirley,
you want Shirley to play? How many people has Coach Mack blocked? Including you.
How many?
Okay, what's the highest number we have right now?
150.
150? I'm going to go 167.
I am over 8,000.
Oh my God! What do you do? Just sit there and block people all?
Oh goodness!
How much time do you have, Coach?
Am I blocked by Coach
and
Mack?
I'm not on it much.
8,000?
I am over 8,000.
How is that possible?
If you're an idiot, you get blocked.
Oh,
I'm
no.
blocked by Coach Mack.
So you never
Coach,
see
that's
any of my
the
stuff?
entire app itself.
I know.
I am surprised that clip hasn't been blocked. But he hasn't.
I'm surprised you haven't blocked me for some of the idiotic things I've posted.
No, yours.
yeah.
I mean, if you're idiotic and entertaining, you got a shot. But if you're just idiotic,
okay.
you're out of here.
All right. So the operative
I-
word here is entertaining. You must be entertaining to Coach Mack in order to stay in
That's
your
right.
good graces.
I agree with you about the gambling ads. Like, it is way out of control.
Oh my gosh! And I kept thinking, well, they only approved like a dozen different companies to do it. But clearly, there's a lot more people making money on this than those dozen companies.
Coach, I hate that you feel that way, but Clip, go ahead.
Big news. DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps, is coming soon to North Carolina on March 11th. It won't be long until you can bet on same-game parlays, money lines, and props right here in North Carolina with DraftKings. DraftKings Sportsbook has the best features, including odds boosts and live betting. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. You can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. New customers, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and bet on all your favorite sports once we go live. We are less than a week away, March 11th. If you have a gambling problem, call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. See terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook/NC.
So
Coach, it's safe.
So they're a sponsor?
Yes.
Okay, so I got to unblock them. That's 7,000.
Just DraftKings.
Alex Harper says, I refuse to believe 8,000 accounts are blocked by Coach. All right, you know what? You just earned a block. Block Alex Harper.
Block Alex Harper.
Right now.
I can. It always gives me a problem trying to find it, but I will find it and show it to these people.
Eric says, I can picture it. Coach Mack hits the block and then throws up the Matumbo finger wag. No. Yeah, you basically, so you open up Twitter, you see a post and immediately and just start blocking, just start Matumboing nonstop.
No. I just stumble on something stupid and block them.
Like if you post something with a typo, blocked.
Mike P said all you see is ads because you blocked every human. Good
Got
stuff.
a good point there.
All right, Coach, I might have, if I tweet this, you might block me. Should Virginia fire Tony Bennett?
Oh, my God.
Oh, Clip.
That's not entertaining, and it is idiotic. So, clip 3.
I mean, what do...
How you gonna fire a guy that won a national championship and he's won or shared 6 of the last 8 or whatever it is ACC championships?
I would be so.
They still might make the NCAA. They still might make the NCAA this year.
They might make it.
The school
slow clap for that.
The school you cheer for doesn't make it.
Whoa! That has nothing to do with my school. I'm saying that.
What do you want to fire him and hire him here? What do you want to do? It's crazy.
Oh no, I want him to be the next Hornets coach.
Oh well, he did play for the Hornets, so there you go.
There's a connection. I don't know. It's just so they score like 40 points a game. How do people get excited about that? What are you doing? Are you blocking me?
They win. I'm trying to find
Look, he's blocking people right now.
He's going to town.
I'm trying to find out where that number is because I lose it every time.
So we're not firing Tony Bennett.
No, not at all. Not even a remote. He can stay and coach as long as he wants.
I know. It is a dumb question. Mike P said, what a dumb question, Clip. Also, is Patrick Mahomes a Hall of Famer? Wow. That was Mike P saying that, not me.
There's a dig.
Jamie said, Coach Mack's diary. Today I blocked 500 people. It was a great day.
I don't enjoy it. Well, I take that back. Maybe I do.
Oh, man. All right, Chandler, what's your hot take question?
Let's see. I don't know.
What?
I don't think that does Kevin Keats need to be fired?
Yeah.
In Raleigh. I don't think that's a hot take.
No, it's not.
Not a hot take, but I say keep him.
All right. Zach, hot take?
You asked.
I mean, the State fans think you should be fired, clearly.
Yeah. Do you have a hot take, though?
Do I have a hot take?
Oh. Fans always want to fire the coach.
I know.
Well, he's a winner. They even said it when they hired him.
I understand that we tend to get rid of folks maybe too soon. Do you have a coach that needs to be fired you want to ask Coach Mack about?
From anywhere?
Yeah. Mark Few. This guy stinks.
He's been to 9 straight Sweet 16.
I'm just trying to get your attention.
But he's on the bubble this year, though, by golly.
And I don't think Tony Bennett should be fired. I just think it's amazing to have that type of offense night in, night out, and just be so pitiful.
Did you gripe when he won the championship with the same offense?
No, because I had him in my bracket.
That's what matters.
I'm a champion. Thanks to Tony Bennett.
You are a champion.
But I'm griping now. Just because I didn't gripe then about something doesn't mean I can't gripe now. People can change, Coach. All those people you blocked, they can change. I bet they could be living a better life now, and you wouldn't even know it.
I won't.
Because you just
won't know it.
Get them out of your life.
Did you ask Virginia basketball fan Brian Bailey that question yesterday?
No, because it's not even a real question. It's just something I thought of. And
say Bailey jumping on he's a Virginia fan.
What are you? What's wrong with that?
Oh my goodness! See, I'm not even going to say it. I have a really, really funny line, but I'm not going to use it.
I mean, are you saying it's like a Walmart Tar Heel fan?
Sort of, yeah, sort of that thing.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I was one of those for many years of my life.
Yeah.
Grew out of it.
Yeah, you did. Look at you. Meador grew up a Carolina fan. Our friend of the show, Brian Meador.
And now I just suffer with ECU basketball. We need to get Meador on a Tuesday with you. That'd be fun.
He would.
I'm gonna set that up.
I say he would gladly do it if he's allowed to.
Tyler has a question. What do we need to do to get rid of the bad juju for ECU basketball? The $1 million question.
There were people who thought we should bring some people in to, take the spell off or whatever. They think that Minji's is on an Indian burial ground or something that, we desecrated or something. I mean, I really have people writing me those things.
That's crazy.
I mean, we might as well try everything. Whatever we've done so far hasn't worked.
It wouldn't hurt.
Well, Eric said he'd rather have the singer Tony Bennett drawing up his offense. Exactly.
God rest his soul.
Exactly, Eric.
Just died.
How do you complain about a guy who's won a natty?
Because they scored 36 points a game.
Well, this is a verifiable lie.
Luckily, Mack has blocked ESPN stats and statistics, so he can't look it up.
That's right. I would tell you, but I can't.
Stats to consider.
Steve said he just followed Coach Mack so he could block him.
Steve. Was that Steve?
Yeah. Steve says some idiotic stuff. Sometimes it's entertaining, though.
Steve would love it if I blocked him right now for following me.
That'd be a badge of honor to be blocked by Mac McCarthy.
I'm trying to find
I
Mac.
don't think it's a hall of shame.
I've been blocked by at least one D1.
Where do I find the blocks on here? You all are technologically sound here.
This entire segment, old Millennial Mac is on his phone.
I'm
kids these days.
I've been blocked by Dave Doran.
What's funny is,
NC State coach.
Mac only follows 800 people, so he's blocked 10 times more people than he follows.
I follow a bunch of people, but I don't have that many followers. But I don't tweet.
But you never have.
Yeah,
you don't tweet anything.
And
why would somebody follow you?
It's also I've gained one today now, Steve. 241 followers.
And you have yet.
I don't know what the record is for somebody who hasn't tweeted.
Yeah,
I mean, you probably could be up there because I tweet a lot. And
do
I
you
barely have more.
retweet things?
No, he has nothing.
No.
Do you like things? You don't do anything.
I do like things.
Okay.
Yeah, I do like things.
All right. I don't know if you can see the number of people.
Yeah, you can. It's somewhere because I've seen it. Obviously, I know
I'm
what
looking.
it is.
I'm looking.
All right. Well, how about this? You can't leave the room until you find it. So you might be here all day. All right. You agree to that?
Oh, sure.
Coach, it's 11:30 at night. Please,
it's a free donut day at Krispy Kreme. I'm not agreeing to that.
All right. Let's take a break. We'll come back more with Coach Mack. We'll see if he can find who he blocked. I think you should. All right, new segment. Coach Mack, once we find out the people he's blocked, I think we get him to. We look at that list and we have to unblock like 2 or 3 people every Tuesday, just to give them another chance. I think that'd be a great segment. We'll go over the list, we'll look at them, and we'll give them another chance.
Oh, goodness gracious!
More to go. Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
I'm Donald Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. It's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number one in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Every March, Jersey Mike's turns money from subs into charitable donations.
And March 27th is Jersey Mike's annual day of giving, where 100% of sales from every sub are given back to the community.
And to kick off all that giving, Peter gave me an apron. I'm honored.
Looking good, Danny. We've got subs to make, though.
Yeah, now I know why you gave me the apron. Join us Wednesday, March 27th for Jersey Mike's Day of Giving. Be a sub above.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Are you struggling with weight loss? It might be 15 pounds or 115 pounds. It seems like losing weight involves too much exercise and not enough food. Well, no more. Semaglutide is an FDA-approved treatment offered by Arc Point Labs. Dr. John Bruce, a board-certified bariatric surgeon, will consult and oversee your entire weight loss journey. Transform yourself and get ready for the beach next summer. This program is safe, cost-effective, and has a physician oversight. Call Arc Point Labs today at 514-8049.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvage marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
All right, it's that time of year again. Let's take a look at what's going on in the Wings Over Greenville brackets.
In the sauce region, we have the top-seeded Honey Barbecue getting the win over Hot Garlic.
In the Wings region, Tenders defeats Traditional in a nail-biter.
In the sandwich region, the Chicken Bacon Ranch Wrap knocks off the Buffalo Chicken Sandwich.
And who will win the greatest rivalry of them all, Ranch versus Blue Cheese? You decide.
Try them out for yourself. Give them a call today at 758-9464 or place your order online at wingsover.com.
This is Brian Packard, ECU former baseballer. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Caleb Stroud of Stroud's Marine grew up on the water and has loved boating his entire life, and that's why in 2012 he decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvage marine parts online. Stroud Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. And their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Strouds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Coach, what are your thoughts on Billy Ocean?
That was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He was good.
Yeah, all right. Coach Mack has found the people that he has blocked. The official number now sits at 5,900.
5,900. 76 muted.
Am I on that list?
They were the people that I wanted to block, but I didn't want to hurt their feelings.
Yeah,
you might be on that list.
That sounds like that's. I think Cliff Godwin said he had me muted. So, is that better or worse?
What did you do?
That's better.
No, it means they at least care about you.
Or
they just don't want you to know.
He got mad one time because we had a string where UCF, where we had them beat, and they would come back and beat us. It happened in basketball, football.
We were at that one of those games.
And then in baseball. And I tweeted something about it, and I know he didn't like that, but I don't know. I try to.
And he told you? He went out of his way to tell you that he blocked you?
Or muted me, yeah. He said he said that during one of our good times when we were
one of our good times.
Yeah. But that's fine. I don't need Cliff to see what I'm putting out there. Nobody really needs to see it. It's more
Ignore
just
the noise.
a running diary. John Moody says if the Pirates beat Charlotte on Saturday, Coach has to send out a tweet or retweet something.
No.
No,
I appreciate it, John.
He refuses.
We're going to do a bet at some point.
At this point, see, there is so much pressure. I mean, if
first
I ever
tweet,
tweeted, it would have to be so awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just not that good.
I think your first tweet should be the 10 commandments of drive-through etiquette.
Oh, that is true.
Shirley and I are up to about 12 now. We've added a couple.
Yeah, 12, 13, however many's on the list now.
Coach,
the drive-through etiquette? Because we've got a new one.
Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm. We have a new one.
Have we discussed this before on the air?
No.
No,
let's hear it.
We talk off the air.
Yeah, we text each other all the time.
All right, let's hear it.
Thou shalt not allow your dog to sit in the driver's side seat with you while going through drive-through, especially if someone has to bring you your food, because you know how sometimes you go to the drive-through, they say, can you please pull up and go to space number,
That's
blah, blah, blah.
every time now,
Mhm.
seemingly, yeah.
Yes.
I sent Shirley the video of it.
Mm-hmm. And that
Why?
poor dog.
What's wrong with that?
It was a puppy pit bull, and he was very excited. Or she was very excited.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Apparently the fries smelled real good.
No dog, Coach? I mean, come on.
No. There's nothing wrong with having your dog in the vehicle with you.
Sure.
Nothing wrong with that. But when you are ordering, you need to make sure that said dog is not halfway out the window.
Yes.
When you are attempting to pay for your meal.
Question, how does that affect you?
Good question.
It holds the line up.
Mm-hmm.
How?
Not if this person is parked.
What if the dog
No.
falls out of the window trying to grab the food?
That's my point.
He's paying. He's getting the food. Come on now.
The dog
What
is
if the
handing the
dog
money.
jumps in the window in the restaurant and then
that's chaos.
See, that's
all hell
chaos.
breaks loose?
You have a potential chaotic moment in the drive-through. Drive-throughs are supposed to be fast and efficient, and you cannot have anything that could potentially create. And that's what happened after.
And you see what's happening right now? And I'll tell you what the problem is here. Because then you're going to have someone come up and go, oh my God, there's a doggy! And they sit there and pet the dog for however long.
That is assuming the dog wants to be petted.
So, like, that could hold up the line.
Or then we have an attack.
Absolutely.
If the
Or we
dog's
have an
already pet,
attack.
yeah. And then we have an arm in the drive-through.
Then
and that's
the
not
ambulance
good.
comes, and then it's going to be it blocks the drive-through.
Again, it's potential for chaos and delay.
I get it
And
now.
we can't, if we're in drive-throughs, we are already in a hurry. So don't delay.
No blood, no ambulances, no dogs.
And please don't create opportunities to delay said food.
The dog actually paid at the window, too.
Maybe the dog was driving. Well, are you sure there was a human in the car?
Yeah, that's a different
I hadn't
situation.
thought about
That's
that.
that's a good point.
Hadn't thought about that.
All right, Coach, what is your schedule coming up? Go over it one more time.
Friday afternoon, I'll be on Flow Sports. I'll be on Flow Sports all weekend. Flow Sports, I'll be doing a 1 o'clock game and a 4 o'clock game in Washington, D.C. in the Washington Mystics Arena. I'll be working with a guy named Matt Janis on Friday. And then Dave Ryan from CBS Sports comes in, and I work 2 games with him Saturday night, 6 and 8:30, and 2 games at 6 and 8:30 on Sunday night. And then after that, my next assignment will be going to the NCAA with the Virginia Tech women's basketball team, who obviously went from being a number 1 seed to maybe not even hosting because the ACC Player of the Year is hurt.
What team are you looking forward to the most covering this weekend?
This weekend, Hofstra is really exciting because they really get after you on offense. They've got 2 great scorers. Then Drexel would be the next one because they do just the opposite. They guard the daylights out of it.
This is a wide open tournament, right? UNCW, Charleston.
Pretty much. Yeah. College of Charleston's the number 1 seed. Here's an interesting stat. College of Charleston is winning the league, going away in, pretty much from a 1-loss standpoint, and they won't have a first-team all-conference player. That doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, that is pretty rare. Coach, that was an enjoyable hour.
That was fun.
I have no idea what the hell we talked about, but there was some laughing involved.
We found out that you're like a major blocker on Twitter. X, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I'm a blocker. Yeah.
Well,
I do not suffer fools, except Tuesdays from 2 to...
Appreciate you not blocking me yet. I put a yet on that. All right, Coach, we'll be in studio next week?
I'll be back, yeah.
Man,
I'll be
awesome.
back, and we'll celebrate the Charlotte win.
And we will have... we'll be watching, I guess, the AAC. We'll be watching tournament games next Tuesday.
Sure will.
Right here in the Pirate Radio studio.
Can't wait.
ACC, I guess.
Last time I watched games in here wasn't... it was a little messy.
That was a fun night.
Was it?
Pirates almost pulled an upset, but they didn't. We will take a break, come back. Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Saturday, April 13th, the 4th annual NC Strut Masters Championship is back. Presented by Whitetail Properties Real Estate. Turkey hunters from all over the country are headed east to put their skills to the test, and the top scoring birds will win big cash prizes up to $30,000. Live performances by Sadie Bass, Nate Hosey, Styles Hurry, and much, much more. Registration is now open for 2-man teams at ncstrutmasters.com. The new weigh-in will be held at Briley's Farm on Old Pactolus Highway in Greenville. Brought to you by Sam Jones Barbecue, Grady White Boats, Greenville Marine Outdoor, Big Rock Power Sports, Avian X Decoys, Metabo Tools, Country March Stores, Mountain Dew, Robinson Law Firm, and Old North State Trust. It's the NC Strut Masters Championship. We'll see you there.
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low, low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to AnsonBelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com. Over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Nailor Show.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Looking for physical therapy near you? Have you had orthopedic surgery, a work or sports injury, or a medical condition that has limited your day-to-day activities? At ENC Physical Therapy, we strive to provide one-on-one care with a personalized treatment plan with little to no wait times for initial evaluation. ENC Physical Therapy is located in Washington, a convenient 20-minute drive from Greenville. As a patient, you have options and the right to choose where to go. So give ENC Physical Therapy a call today at 252-495-0018. ENC Physical Therapy.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. Our technicians stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is here to help with all of your plumbing, electrical, and HVAC needs. Facing electrical issues due to the elements? We're on it. Plumbing concerns or emergencies? We're ready to fix it. HVAC struggling to keep up? We'll bring the climate back under control. So go to callnublue.com today. Go Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Have you heard? Greenville Auto World is under new ownership and is now part of the DriveHereNow.com network. DriveHereNow.com is run by local people who buy, service, detail, and sell everything directly to you. Greenville Auto World is now the 5th dealership to join DriveHereNow.com. Get car shopping today at DriveHereNow.com and choose a location near you. DriveHereNow.com, serving Eastern North Carolina for over 47 years and a proud supporter of the Pirates. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you. Saw the couple of Panthers notes, John.
Yeah.
So, first of all, they put the franchise tag on Brian Burns, so he will play next year.
And then released Hayden Hurst. Only 1 year in Carolina at the tight end position.
Did I see they released a corner as well?
They were going to release Dante Jackson, who's been with the Panthers for about 5 years now. And this kind of was, I saw this coming. A lot of Panthers fans saw this coming, but I don't think it's officially happened yet. But there was reports that he will either be traded or released.
He's too injury prone.
Yeah, that and can have some bad performances from here and
sure.
there.
Real quick, from Dave Richard, who I follow, CBS Sports Fantasy, he said skill position players who did not get tagged and will be free agents. There are some big names out here. Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Tony Pollard, Austin Eckler, DeAndre Swift, Kareem Hunt, Ezekiel Elliott, Calvin Ridley, Marquise Brown, Gabe Davis, Michael Thomas, Odell Beckham Jr., Tyler Boyd, DJ Chark. So some really big names out there available as free agents.
Yeah, and a lot of running backs too.
A lot of talented running backs and they'll probably all get short deals. None of them will likely get a long deal, and that is the way it goes in the NFL now. All right, we have the Mully Man on the Pirate Radio Live line. He joins us here. Mully, how you doing, man?
Good, buddy. How are you?
I am doing all right. No baseball today. Apparently, maybe forgot to put a tarp down or something. I don't know what's going on, but no ECU and VCU coming up this evening.
Yeah, I don't think anybody anticipated the volume of rain, and so that sometimes those things happen. But yeah, then I don't know. Tomorrow's forecast is not wonderful, but there is anticipation and hope of playing. We've kind of already been told. I don't know. I don't think they have a feel for what time or how they're going to try to get it off. But yeah, they're gonna. They're hoping to play tomorrow.
So I guess once the rain starts, you don't you can't put the tarp on then. It's over, right?
Yeah, because then you're just trapping.
Yeah.
You're just trapping the moisture in there, and so yeah, it's kind of a tough deal. Again, man, you make the call based off the forecast, and you put a tarp out and you don't get rain, and you got to get it put a tarp out. It's like, hey, Clip, grab Chan and let's go put the tarp out. It'd say we need 20 guys. You got to have lots of bodies, and so you got to do the same thing to get it off, and so it's a little bit of an undertaking, and I'm sure if they had it back, they would have tarped it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, Pirates still looking for their first midweek win of the year, and they might have to wait till next week because conditions do not look great for Wednesday. East Carolina will be on the road this weekend at Liberty. Mully, recapping the Keith LeClaire Classic, more dynamite starting pitching from Trey Savage and Zach Root, and then Wyatt Lunsford-Shankman on Saturday night was unbelievable, getting the Pirates through some clean innings, waiting for the offense to finally scratch across a run. So ECU wins it Friday and Saturday. Sunday, things just got away from them. First of all, I saw some comments about Jake Hunter getting the hook too early. What'd you think of him when he got taken out and going to the bullpen?
It obviously seemed to be a little bit early in the outing, but the staff must have seen something other than, velocities they didn't like, or, his stuff not being as sharp. And, so they made the call, and obviously doing it with a fairly fresh bullpen. And,
yeah.
Look, Eric Ritchie's stuff is good. His ability to locate is where the problem is, and the only way these guys are going to get better, it's got to be live fire. And so there's a certain point where you go, hey, we'll roll the dice at this point in the year to kind of figure out again. We're 12 games in, 11 games in, so you gotta keep rolling them out there to kind of figure out where you go from here. I think Lunsford-Shankman reestablished a lot of confidence in a lot of people in what he can do by, having the outing that he had. So, some positives to take away from it. But, to your point, the starting pitching was unbelievable. I could tell you that Purdue team they're going to make some noise offensively nationally. They can really freaking hit, and you saw it later as they didn't have to face, Trey Savage. With the other teams that they played, but the outing he gave, getting it into the, turning it over to the bullpen in the ninth with a 7-run lead, that just kind of paralyzes the opposing team. It's kind of hard to. I'll take my chances. I'll give you 3 outs. If you give me 7 runs, I'll do that all day.
Mully, your pick to click preseason and heading into the regular season offensively was Carter Cunningham, and he has been phenomenal. I hate player comparisons, yet I do them all the time. I'm a hypocrite. We were watching an old game, ECU, and who was it? South Carolina, maybe from years ago. And Bryant Packard was hitting over 400. And in that game, he just kept dropping in base hits to right field, to left field, spraying it all over the field. Cunningham hitting with pop and power, but to see him, double to left center and base hit in the left field, just hitting it everywhere. It looks like he's swinging one of those big red wiffle ball bats and squaring up everything right now, Mully.
Yeah, a weekend full of really impressive at-bats for him, and the one that probably very few people remember is his first at-bat on Sunday. Third baseman's in on the cut, and he hits an absolute bullet dead at the third base. To hit a ball that hard the other way, and the extreme other way was, there's there's not a better hitter in the country right now at any level of baseball than what we're getting to witness with Carter. He is certainly locked in, seeing it good, and and again, he talks about his freedom of play right now, and a lot of it is faith-based for him, and he's living it. He's not just saying that. It's been a lot of fun. And look, Jenkins Coward's been fun to watch. I mean, some of these freshmen, Kobe Wallace had a good weekend, and Bristol Carter. I mean, so there's a lot to be excited about. Talking to a college coach today, and we were just talking about the nature of bullpens across the country, and we kind of threw around the number. There's probably 10% of the teams in Division I baseball that would tell you they're super fired up about their bullpen. Right now, everybody's in that situation where, the right-hander's secondary stuff just isn't good enough. The left-hander doesn't throw enough strikes. I mean, they're all kind of trying to figure it out.
That was kind of my point last week or a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to stick with the point that, A, I want our bullpen to look better, but B, I'll take ours over pretty much anybody on our schedule. I mean, wouldn't you agree? Like, we are going to, just like we did on Sunday, we're going to hit other teams' bullpens probably better than they hit ours in the long run.
Yeah, no, and the coach I was talking to, actually, they have also played Carolina, and he was like, man, people don't realize that's a really good Carolina team, and to take two from them in the fashion that East Carolina took those games is a validator to where East Carolina can potentially be. And we've seen this before. This is not a new deal. And you got to think, man, we're watching these young guys just literally grow up like it really early. Last year we saw that with Root, and the prediction was I thought Root you would see him on a Friday night before the end of the year, and indeed that happened. If you see these kids continue to progress, I think you're going to see a day in the not too distant future where you've got, speaking more offensively, Bristol Carter in the lineup. You're going to have I just said his name. I'm drawing a blank. The third baseman
Wallace.
Help me out. Wallace in the lineup at the same time. You're starting to see where the left-hand heavy lineup is not necessarily going to be the only way Cliff can go. He'll have these freshmen, the young catcher. You had Crispin. Who do you think Crispin thought? He has two punch outs earlier in the game on Saturday, and it, quite frankly, didn't look very good. Both balls up, and then he's in a situation where he needs a ball up to produce a sac fly. He pulls it off, very nearly hits that ball out of the park, and kind of another hero emerges, and that to his confidence level and the coaching staff's confidence level. So, I think you're just watching a maturation process of a team that has returned a lot of guys, but has returned a lot of guys that were more or less role players that are emerging into being those frontline guys. And I don't think there's a better example than Carter Cunningham.
Mike Mullis joining us. Polls are irrelevant, but something to look at, Mully. And there are a lot of East Carolina folks that think ECU gets screwed by every which way, whether it be refs or conferences or TV or ESPN or polls or whatever. But the D1 baseball poll certainly likes East Carolina, sitting at 7-4 right now, 11th in the country. The only other teams with 4+ losses, Texas at 7-4, and they're 24th in the nation. UC Santa Barbara is 5-5, and they sit at 25th in the nation. So again, none of this matters. But were you surprised at all to see East Carolina still getting those top 15, top 10, top 11 rankings in the polls?
No, you know what? Polls are for fans, and I don't. I honestly, I'll see it pop up, and I really don't think anything of it. I think what's probably the most impressive story in the country right now is let's see, UC Santa Barbara doesn't have a home ballpark, so they played on both coasts. I mean, they've been everywhere barnstorming, and I think there's another California program, I think maybe USC, that's in the same situation that doesn't currently have a home park. So, I mean, look, we saw it last weekend with, that Southeast Louisiana team is going to be a quality club, and Cal State Fullerton's team, he's going to get better. He's really, really young, but the toll that extreme travel takes on your team, it's no joke. So I think what they're doing is impressive, and maybe them showing up in the polls is like, that's pretty cool. They're being recognized for having to do the extreme. But as it relates to East Carolina and really a lot of the other teams, I think Wake Forest is absolutely number one. I don't know that anybody can argue that. Outside of that, it's it's kind of it's way too early to care. Other than, like I said, for the fans.
Mully, question from Tyler. Does Mully think Bristol Carter should be in center field and see more playing time?
I think you have two questions there. I think Riley Johnson's a really good center fielder. I don't know how you take him out right now, and also let's not forget he's been pretty good at the top of the order. Do I think Bristol should see more playing time? I think he's earned it, and I think he will see more playing time, or they're going to continue to bring him along. But what we don't account for is what they see at practice, and he's a good player, and he's going to be good for a long time. But it's one of those deals that we're just he's going to continue to earn that time as it goes along. And I think by the end of the year you probably see him in a lot of day in, day out, especially as people try to stack left-handed pitching against East Carolina.
Mike Mullis joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line here on a Tuesday. Mully, anything else catching your eye in the college baseball world? You've been watching games, following teams, seeing players. Anything else making headlines for you?
No, it's kind of status quo to this point in the season. My focus has been on kind of East Carolina and who they're playing in games that I have, some level of involvement in. So I've kind of been in a, especially this past weekend, in a little bit of a bubble. But that'll open up some after the VCU game if we are to get it into Barrow, and then looking forward, there'll be a few weekends where I won't be doing games. They'll be using the radio broadcast on Plus. Softball's got a big series the same weekend as Columbia, so they're going to cover that one. So anyway, and look, what about what the softball team's doing, man? That is pretty incredible.
Got Shane Winkler joining us next on the show to talk about their 21-2 start to the season. We're supposed to play Duke on Wednesday for a doubleheader, top 5 Duke, but that has been postponed. They'll play one game in April, but great start to the season for Shane Winkler and the softball Pirates. All right, Mully, thanks for joining us, man. We'll need to get down to the studio here in a couple weeks and make sure you get a bracket on the board. It's about that time.
No, it is. It's crazy, but yeah, we're March Madness is looming. So, yeah, I'll definitely do that, and maybe even make it down on a Tuesday around 4:00 and do the show right there live with you.
All right, Mully, man. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. There is Mike Mullis joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. Sean, let me go to the Facebook comments. See what people are saying about ECU's postponement.
All right, let's hear.
Pirate Radio putting on Facebook, the game has been postponed. Kyle in LaGrange says, why? Daniel says they will never play tomorrow. Maybe they just needed a break. Now, why would they do that? Was this an intentional postponement? People are talking. Adam says unplayable field conditions today, more rain tonight means no playing tomorrow either. Brian says weather looks fine.
If Adam said it, then it must be true.
Weather looks fine. Sam says that surprises me. It has not rained since the wee hours of the morning.
The wee hours of the morning.
Zach says, so let me get this straight. The game was moved from 4 to 6 because of rain in the forecast, but the field crew didn't put a tarp on the field. So there's some of the comments right now. People not happy.
Karen says, replying to Zach, Karen says, I don't even know what to think about anything this season. None of it is making any sense.
None of it. Not a single thing.
It's not making any sense.
Karen, what are your thoughts on ECU baseball 2024?
Sense equals none.
I don't know what to think.
It doesn't make any sense.
Left is right. Up is down. None of this makes any sense.
Frontwards is backwards.
No game today. Jerry says, isn't Chon a meteorologist?
Nah.
I don't think you ever claimed to be a meteorologist.
I don't think so either. I leave that up to Max Claypool.
You know what that does mean? It means Chandler will be here the entire show, and so will Zach.
Where will I be?
Here.
Tomorrow?
No, today.
Today, both days. I'll be here.
We're not leaving.
I'm right here.
We're not leaving.
I'm right here.
Tyler said, our field crew is supposed to be one of the best, right? I don't know, Tyler. I haven't seen the top 25 rankings for
I think
field
we're
crew.
11th. And I think we're going to stay 11th even after this debacle.
I got to be honest. I don't know how, like, Washington State's field crew is compared to ours. Or Louisiana Tech. I don't know. I know we always say we have the best fans in the country and the best field crew in the country and the best everything in the country. It might not be true. We have the best fans in the country.
And they are the real deal.
Every school has the best fans in the country. Every school has the best grounds crew in the country. Jamie says, what are we even doing, bro?
What are we even doing here?
I need Alex here to ask, what are we doing? It's not even raining, and we don't have a game. What are we doing?
Game literally got moved from 4 to 6 and then still got postponed when it didn't even rain.
Bro, what are we doing
What
here?
are we doing here?
Bro.
Bro, really? Can someone explain to me?
Mike P said,
If it wasn't funny, then let's blame it on the duck.
all right.
I actually thought Wes was here.
Mike P said, what does shortstop even mean? What short are you stopping? You're stopping a ball, not a short. He's got a good point. I got a question. We'll talk to Shane Winkler in a minute. Maybe it'll be a good question for him. You ever played softball?
Maybe like back in my younger days at elementary school.
You ever felt a softball?
I felt one.
That's pretty hard, right?
And big.
Yeah.
Fat.
Nothing soft about it.
No.
What are we doing?
What are we doing here?
Who came up with that name for that sport?
Literally, it's called a softball when it's hard as a rock.
Also, baseball is a weird name for the sport because, like, don't get me wrong, bases are important, but you could put anything out there to stand on. I think it should be called, if anything, bat ball. You know what I'm saying?
Bat ball.
Or glove ball, but definitely not baseball.
There's actually been some games where teams don't even get on base, but they still call it baseball.
Yeah, I don't get it. Jamie says, why do you call them runs and not points? Why don't you say, hey, manager, instead of coach? That is a good question, too. Why in baseball is it a manager and not a coach?
Why do the coaches wear full-on uniforms?
Yeah, you know what? I'm with Karen. I don't understand
It doesn't make any sense, Karen.
Baseball makes zero sense.
Excuse me. Can I talk to a manager? This doesn't make any sense.
You include Godwin? Can I speak to the manager?
Can I speak to the skipper?
Karen called and asked to speak to the manager. She say she are the manager. Baseball's weird, man.
Doesn't make any sense.
Steve says, hard as a rock ball doesn't have the same ring to it. Hard ball? Why don't it be big ball and little ball? Little ball is baseball. Of course, then people get confused for golf. That would be littlest ball.
Oh, yeah. That's small ball.
Mike P said, I think all coaches in every sport should wear full uniforms.
This sounds like an AC/DC song with all the balls we're talking about.
He got big balls.
Why do they call it small ball when it comes to bunting?
Because the ball's going a small distance.
Asked and answered that one.
That still doesn't make any sense. I got to call a manager again.
I think it would be great if all coaches wore their full uniforms, especially basketball. Greg Popovich.
I want to see.
And a full Spurs uni.
I want to see Andy Reid in football pads.
Well, you can from his
Pump passing kid,
yeah.
Where he like towers all over the
where
kids.
he's a giant 8-year-old.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. Karen has really opened my eyes to the sport of baseball. I don't understand any of it.
It doesn't make any sense.
It makes zero sense. We'll try to figure it out. And we'll talk some softball when we return. Or as I call it, big hardball. Robert Matthews says, go to hell. Get a job, tart people. Can I hit some Tommy T? Go to hell. Go to hell.
Get a job. Go to hell. Do your job.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Ticket Tuesday, brought to you by Sailor Warehouse and Toby Williams. We've got tickets to East Carolina Charlotte Hoops for this weekend, and we'll give them away later on. Back with you after this.
When the light gets in your heart, baby.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville, do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best. Everybody loves burgers.
This is Dr. Christopher McDowell from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's time for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experience and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
The Holton Ehler Show.
The best sports gambler that we knew, Ariel Epstein. First, the obvious question is advice for new sports gamblers.
Start smart. Make sure to listen to people that may be a little smarter than you, and don't place these ginormous bets. Try to start a little small. See where you're good at betting. Some sports you're going to be better at than others, and that's okay.
The Holton Ehler Show, powered by SouthernEase.com. Thursdays and Fridays at 6, right here on Pirate Radio.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, Club Car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43 just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
What's even better than going to Jimmy John's? The great taste of Jimmy John's coming to you. Check out their convenient catering bundle, including a 12-pack of half sandwiches made with fresh baked bread, hand-sliced meats, and fresh veggies, plus 2 premium sides, 15 chips, and 15 desserts, all for one great price. You can also choose an a la carte option. Pick it up, or they'll set it up for you. And don't forget Jimmy John's loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson, and online at jimmyjohns.com.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed.
If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growitpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
This is John David Baker, offense coordinator for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Come on. Everybody help us sing this one.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? We'll keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. The official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. And Bud Light reminds Pirate fans to always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. No baseball today. We will see what happens with Wednesday's scheduled game against the Virginia Commonwealth Rams. VCU Rams. We're supposed to take on the Pirates today and tomorrow, but both may get washed away, and we'll see if they make those up. No softball today as ECU is going, or excuse me, tomorrow, as ECU is going to take on Duke midweek. We'll talk more about that and about the great start to this softball season with Shane Winkler, head softball coach of the Pirates. He joins us here on Pirate Radio Live. Coach, how you doing, man?
Absolutely great. Thanks, Cliff.
Great is a good word for it. 21-2 to start this season, coming off another great weekend. And Coach, we're going to talk about Duke coming up this week. Big doubleheader on Wednesday, but it looks like that has been postponed. So, what is the latest with the scheduling the game against Duke?
Yeah, it's unfortunate because they're a top 5 team. Would have been coming in for an exciting doubleheader, but we're going to move that and get an opportunity to get them in April here for a single game, April 9th. So we'll still get an opportunity to get them at Max Joyner, which is a big game for our program. But the good thing is an opportunity to get rested up a little bit. We head to Texas this week for conference, so it's a good problem to have.
Yeah, you play a lot of games in a short amount of time, so a rare midweek off for you. So you're going to use that for more rest than practice, I guess, as you head into conference play?
Yeah, we'll start preparing here this evening now for North Texas. Got some bumps and bruises this past weekend, so the off day tomorrow with not having to play Duke is really a good thing. We get a chance to start getting healthy and really turning the page for conference play. So kind of a blessing in disguise. We really needed a day off with how many games we've had. That's the tough thing with softball early preseason. You got 5 games in a weekend. If you're playing a midweek, you get worn out pretty quickly. So it's nice that we're turning the page to conference play.
Pirates coming off a 5-0 week at the Purple Gold Invitational, and now it is on to conference play. Coach, what are a few bullet points to this 21-2 start? What has gone right for your team thus far?
Overall, we're winning the games that we're supposed to win. I know that's easier said than done, but that's something that we haven't done completely in the past. And some of the games that we put up a lot of big runs, maybe we win that game 2-1 last year. So we've had a lot more offensive output. The pitching has done an outstanding job keeping us in games. But, again, the schedule was set up to where if we take care of business in the games we're supposed to, we'd be in a good position heading into conference play, and we've really done a good job with that.
Yeah, the lone blemishes on the schedule, lost to Longwood early on, and you were able to beat them the next game, game 2 of a doubleheader, and then the loss to NC State last week. And you said, Coach, taking care of business, beating the teams you quote-unquote should beat. How about the loss to NC State? Was that kind of all right, we still got some work to do, or do you feel like things just went wrong for your team last week?
We definitely still have work to do. We've talked about that all preseason long, that we've got to continue to get better. We got to shore some things up. Even some games that we were winning, we talked to our team like, hey, we're not going to get away with that against a top 40 team, which is what our conference is full of. And we didn't play very well in the NC State game, unfortunately. That was one that we were looking forward to with the start that we had, and they were on 11-game winning streak. So we kind of got punched in the mouth early on and weren't able to respond early enough. So that's one that we'd love to have back. And I'll be honest, I'm already looking at the schedule, seeing if there's an opportunity to pick up a midweek with them, to get another opportunity with them, because we know we're a lot better team than the way we played that game. But again, it's an opportunity for us to kind of see where we need to get better. Kind of a glaring opportunity to show our girls, hey, we still got work to do. And you never want to lose a game that kind of have that wake-up call, but it did wake us up a little bit. We responded really well this past weekend.
No doubt about that. Shane Winkler joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line conference play beginning on the road this weekend in Denton at North Texas, and then Wichita State here next weekend for the conference home opener series, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, starting on March 15th. So, Coach, we know of the struggles in league play these past few years for East Carolina. Is that something that you've kind of looked at this non-conference, like, all right, I'm glad we're winning now. What are we going to do when league play begins? Because that has been an issue for ECU.
Yeah, I mean, the conference is as tough as it's ever been. So what we did in the offseason, we brought in the type of talent with a lot of the transfers and a couple of the freshmen we have to catch up with the rest of the league. And we feel like we've done that. We got ourselves in a really good position right now. Like I said, with a lot of the early preseason schedule, and if you want to look at it as a spring training, those are some games that we would have dropped a lot more of in the past. So we've got a more explosiveness offensively to where we feel like we can compete with the rest of the league. And like I said, it's as competitive and tough as it's ever been. Where RPI came out for the first time, and it's early for RPI, obviously, but we've got 6 teams in the conference out of 10 that are in the top 50. Fortunately, us being one of them. So it's a challenging league, but we feel like with the roster we have and the talent we have throughout our lineup, we're finally in a position where we can start talking about how to win series instead of just competing in series for the weekend.
Yeah, some great numbers on that offensive side with 4 players hitting over 400 at this point in the season. Emma Jackson, 525 average, 32 hits, 2 home runs, 16 RBIs, just tremendous numbers. And how about the season she's having thus far?
Yeah, she's been outstanding. She's been one that we were excited to get this summer out of Virginia Tech, and just explosive with the bat. And we saw that first game of the season, and she's carried that on. But she's one that, even after a 1 for 3, 2 for 4, she feels like she didn't do well enough. And obviously, when you're swinging like she is, the 2 for 4, your average is coming down. So she'll be right in the cage right afterwards, working out any kinks and getting herself right. So she works her tail off and deserves the numbers that she has. And we're going to be relying on her as long with a handful of others to get us up on the right foot in conference play.
Are you pleased thus far with the pitching, and how about what you have in the circle this year heading into conference play?
Yeah, I mean, our pitchers have done extremely well. Right now, we're one of, I think, 5 or 6 teams in the country that are top 10 in batting average and ERA. So we've got a 3-headed monster in the circle with our 2 lefties that return, and Jordan Hatch and Addie Bullis, and then Taylor Apple has, I won't say led the way, but it's in a lot of ways it's led the way with some things that she's done pitching as well. Being able to be a little change of pace, a little more velocity than our lefties have. So we've got an opportunity to give a bunch of different looks at an opposing team that we didn't have in the past. We had to really rely on Hatch and Bullis last year. Now to be able to throw another couple arms in there, they've done an outstanding job overall. I mean, minus the NC State game, we've shut teams down and given our offense an opportunity to take over from there. But we're looking for our pitching staff again to just keep us in games starting this weekend, because the offenses in the AAC are scary, so that we've got to utilize all of them and keep giving teams different looks. But our pitchers have done a great job of that.
Weather going to wipe away the midweek action this week. East Carolina and Duke, that will be rescheduled for one game coming up Tuesday, April the 9th. Coach, kind of knock on wood here, but there's been some rain here and there, but you haven't really suffered that brutally cold February and early March that we see here in Eastern North Carolina. So how about are you pleased with the weather thus far? You've been able to get in all these games.
Yeah, especially with the 3 straight home weekends. It's been a lot of work on our grounds crew, and we so appreciate our support staff. They've done an outstanding job. Softball weekends are tough, especially 3 straight. Having our Purple Gold Invitational go on the same time as the Clare Classic. It's a lot going on. There's 10 games on our field throughout a weekend when we host a home tournament, and we've gotten all our games in the past 3 weeks at home, which has been outstanding. We're probably one of the few teams in the country that haven't had a game canceled or postponed until our Duke game tomorrow. So we've been very fortunate with the weather, and all credit to our support staff because they've kept us on the field.
Coach, you got your scouting report on North Texas. What do we expect from the Mean Green coming up this weekend, and how do you match up with them?
Just like the rest of the conference, they're tough. They're another top 100 RPI team that was in postseason play recently. So they do a lot of things well, a lot of thump offensively, and they've got some pitchers that have a lot more velocity than what we've seen throughout the early part of the season. We faced a couple kids that are very similar to what they have, but we're going to have to level up a little bit. And we know that we've got expensive pitcher machines in our batting cage, dialed up to 70 plus to where we're getting prepared. But it's a really good team that they'll be excited because it's their first weekend in the American. So obviously that's kind of a starting point for their program heading into our conference, but it's an opportunity for both of us with a clean slate to get going on the right foot.
You can watch the games on ESPN Plus coming up Friday at 7, Saturday at 3, Sunday at 1, and then you'll be able to see the Pirates at home next Friday, the 15th, for a 3-game series against Wichita State. 21-2, East Carolina softball mark heading in to league play. Awesome start to the season for Coach Shane Winkler and his girls. Coach, appreciate you joining us today. Keep up the good work. We wish you the best, and we'll talk to you again down the road, man.
Awesome, so appreciate you. And fans, let's get fans in the seats. We got an exciting product this year, a lot of big games ahead. So we're excited about what the American's going to be this year.
All right, get on out there and watch this softball team that is 21-2 through 23 games in the season. Now on to conference play. And as we talked about, that has been an issue for this team in the past, but Shane Winkler likes where his team is at right now and hoping for a good start of that conference season beginning this weekend against North Texas. We will take a timeout, come back, and have our Fleet Feet rundown when we roll on and wrap up hour number 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Ticket Tuesday. Hour 3 will be giving away 4 tickets to ECU and Charlotte for this Saturday. Thanks to Toby Williams and Cellular Warehouse. Got that and a lot more on the way. Back with you after this.
You tend to my veins and I'm about to cut the junkie cause the plastic eyeball spray paint the vegetable stuff.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
This is your What's New update brought to you by the new Greenville Auto World. What's new? The new Greenville Auto World has new owners, a state-of-the-art service repair facility that can help you with tires, state inspection, AC repair, and more. Greenville Auto World can work on any type of vehicle and offers great monthly oil change specials. What's new? You making a service appointment now by calling 364-8730. For award-winning service, trust Greenville Auto World, Highway 43 across from the Speedway at Bells Fork. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Turkey, ham, bacon, these and other meats are great around the holidays and every other day, but they all leave behind grease when you cook them, and grease is a real pain in the drain. When you pour grease down a drain, it cools and can clog sewer lines. That can lead to sewer spills, which are messy, bad for the environment, and can also be expensive. Never pour grease down the drain. Instead, collect it in a container like a used soup can or jar. Let it cool and throw it away in the trash. Together, we can protect our sewer system and the environment. For more information, go to GUC.com.
It's bow time. Chicken or biscuits? That's an impossible choice. How can you decide between Bojangles' perfectly crispy, boldly seasoned chicken or their fluffy, made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuits? Well, the good news is you don't have to. With a Cajun chicken filet biscuit, you get the best of both worlds. An all-white meat chicken breast marinated with a bold blend of seasonings and served up on a fluffy, golden buttermilk biscuit. When it comes to real-deal Southern flavor, there's no reason you can't have it all. Order a Cajun chicken filet biscuit today. It's bow time.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Big news! DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps, is coming soon to North Carolina on March 11th. It won't be long until you can bet on same-game parlays, money lines, and props right here in North Carolina with DraftKings. DraftKings Sportsbook has the best features, including odds boost and live betting. They also have social betting groups where you can share your bets with friends in real time. You can bet on all kinds of sports, including college basketball, hockey, and so much more. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. New customers, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and bet on your favorite sports once we go live. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, coming to North Carolina on March 11th. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus. North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Subject to regulatory licensing requirements. See terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook/NC.
Pirate Radio. Pirate Radio. Pirate Radio. Watch out. You might get what you're after. Ooh, baby. Strange but not a stranger.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back. When you walk through the doors of Villa Verde, you'll experience the sights, sounds, and smells of authentic Dominican flavors. Villa Verde is inviting you to come by and try some of their amazing empanadas, famous red snapper, grouper bites, Cuban sandwiches, and a whole lot more. You can also relax out on their patio with a fresh mojito or a cold beer while enjoying one of their out-of-this-world desserts like the rum pineapple cake. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good and proud supporter of the Pirate Nation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live. Coming up in Hour 3, Bryce Williams and B-Man, Brandon Manning, will join us in the Pirate Radio studios. It is time for our Fleet Feet Rundown, brought to you by Fleet Feet. Go see Chris Lunyon and the awesome team over at Fleet Feet and get the right shoe for you, whether or not, if you are a walker, runner, or whatever, in between, you can find the shoe for you at Fleet Feet. And they are located, the old Gordon's golf location, 207 East Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. And Shirley Rhodes is a happy Fleet Feet customer. Coach Hood, Greg Hudson, who will be with us Thursday, a happy Fleet Feet customer, and you should be the next happy Fleet Feet customer. All right, on today's rundown, I told Zach to do whatever he wants to with it, and I see we have a high school basketball playoffs update. All right, what do we got?
All right. Well, round 3, I guess you could call it round 3 because, of course, they don't tell you anything about what the actual
all right, we're off to a good start.
Okay, yeah, that. Okay, so Farmville Central will play Southwest Onslow. That's coming up tonight, and I believe the higher seed hosts. So I believe that is going to be at Farmville Central. South Central will take on 71st. Both of those games have 7 o'clock tip-offs. And then on the girls' side, there's 2 teams remaining, and that is North Pitt. Of course, they're the 1 seed in the East, and they are playing tonight at 6 o'clock. And South Central's girls' team will be playing tonight. That also tips off at 6 o'clock. So we only really have 3 teams left in Eastern North Carolina that are still alive in the basketball playoffs. And, of course, they've changed everything because I believe the regional finals are not going to be anywhere near us.
Yeah, Bailey was saying they're going to do the regional semis and finals in Winston-Salem.
Winston-Salem, which makes no sense because traditionally the regionals will go to either the higher seed or somewhere that's kind of in the middle, which is why a lot of times when you go to the state championship game, it's always in Raleigh. And I believe, I'm not sure if it's still going to be in Raleigh this year, to be honest with you. I don't.
Tyler said the championships for high school basketball will be at the Joel this year. So
at Wake Forest?
Yeah.
And see, I disagree with that because Raleigh is your central location.
Well, it's been in Chapel Hill, too.
Yeah, well, yes, but that's pretty close to Raleigh. It's not that much of a difference. But it's more of that centralized location where you're not having to drive so far. So I disagree with it mainly because I fully expect Farmville Central to be in the championship game in 2A action, and I want to make that trip, and I really don't want to go to Winston-Salem. But,
it
is what it is.
Asked to speak to the manager?
No, I'm not going to pull a Karen. I'm not, if I can go, I'll make the drive.
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, yes, of course.
Season this year.
Yeah, I mean, what really does make sense in life?
Great question, Shirley.
I mean, really.
Well,
I mean, if you really break it down to the itty-gritty, the absolute core of things in life, does anything really make sense?
No.
And the answer is no. So, but that's your high school basketball update.
I mean, who thought of this? Who thought of making something?
You just spilled that right on your laptop.
Whoever thought of napkins to clean up a mess?
Whoever thought of lids that are not properly put on there?
Who thought of something we could put liquid in to carry it around? You know what I'm saying?
Are you not afraid you're going to get your computer messed up?
Well, somebody brought up this question the other day, but I have to reiterate. Who thought of, that milk from cows tasted good?
Yeah.
Who thought,
that first weirdo freak that started messing around with the cow like that and then realized we could get milk from it?
Probably looked at his friends and said, hey, watch this. And then said, wait, this is delicious.
And then you got some kind of disease because it was unpasteurized.
Oh, God.
Well, think about how many people have died for us to survive and to know what to eat. Yeah. Like people that ate the poison berries off the bush.
Lots of respect to them.
I know, man. Ton of respect.
Incredible respect.
Thank you. You want to grab me a napkin?
I can.
Well, yeah, because
do I want to? No.
Well, the quicker you do it, the more chance he has to save his laptop. Oh, he's taking his. I should have played.
Doors, man.
I should have played the slow version of the basketball thing while he was walking out.
National Day update. Let's see what's going on today. We've got National
Alabama Day.
Absinthe. I've never seen this
Absinthe,
word.
like the alcohol?
Absinthe.
That stuff is gnarly.
Drink called absinthe.
Don't drink it.
I've never heard of it.
Don't hear of it.
What is it?
It's a high proof alcohol that is
the spirit is
bad.
Made by infusing wormwood, fennel, And something. Okay.
Just look it up and look at the percent volume real quick, and that'll tell you everything you need to know.
Nah, moving on.
Okay.
Ooh. If you have to look up the percent, I don't want to.
It is green, at least what I'm seeing.
It is.
It is National Cheese Doodle Day. I have not had a cheese doodle in ages.
That is something I have not even
Or
heard
in-
of.
Or in the words of Cartman, cheesy puff.
Cheesy puff.
Yeah, that is something. That's a blast from the past. It is National Multiple Personality Day.
How many personalities do you have, Chandler?
At least 4 or 5. Because, I got John Gruden. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I'm skipping that one too. And that's it. Boy, what a weak day.
Oh.
What a terrible day.
Very weak.
I mean, that is a terrible list for a Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday.
Jamie says, I think there was milk drinking before cows.
Yeah, but where are you getting the milk from? If you're talking about goats, that falls along the same line.
I got nipples, Craig. Can you milk me?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Cut 'em off.
That went
I think,
right past me.
yeah. So maybe, they were having a nice warm glass of milk, and they were like, we need more. Those things are not producing enough. What else has nipples that we can squeeze and get milk out of? And then they looked outside and saw a prairie full of cows. And we're like,
and possibly goats.
And they said they have Nepals.
Let's get the
I
milk.
want the squaws.
Hey, John boy, get your bucket. We're going to squeeze some Nepals. And the rest is history. That is exactly how it went down
I just want to know
all those years ago.
how. Okay, so think about say future us.
Thank you for the napkin.
No problem.
Let's talk about people that are in the future.
Yeah.
Could they be asking the same question about almonds?
Who milked the almond?
Who milked the almonds?
Yeah, how's that work?
I don't know. Who
You
milked the
just crush
soy?
them, and it makes juice.
How?
I can see with a coconut.
If I have an almond on this table right now and I crush it, it's all going to be solid.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but that's what they said.
Who?
The people.
Exactly.
The higher ups.
Exactly. It's all fake. That ain't
Exactly.
real.
The conglomerate.
Have you ever got a bag of almonds and it's been liquidy? No. There's no
My
milk in
almonds
there.
are sweating.
There's no milk in there.
They're milking.
It's all a joke. It's all they want. That's something they want you to believe. Mary says East Duplin girls are playing at West Craven. Thank you, Mary, for that update on
yes.
the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck.
Dubuck.
Thank you, Mary.
Come to the buck.
Mary.
Come to the Buck.
All right, let's take a break. Good segment. Have y'all ever had any kind of milk other than cow milk?
Nope.
Goat milk, almond milk, Coke.
Does evaporated milk count?
That's still cow milk, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Do y'all like
I don't
2%
know.
or whole?
2%. Or whole, depending on what's on sale.
I can't drink milk anymore.
That's a shame.
No. Jeremy says those almonds are roasted, not raw.
So raw almonds do milk.
According to
so do they
Jeremy. Who the hell's
so
Jeremy?
Does raw almonds have Nepal?
What does he know?
What? Wait, what?
Does raw almonds have Nepal?
So are they? Are they?
I mean, they are.
Finally, Shirley's asking the right question.
Can you squash them?
Because they are pointy at the end.
Are they de-Nepaled when roasted?
Shirley, do you assume everything that's pointy is a Nepal?
Sure.
You got almond nipples.
Nepal's. Chandler.
Chandler, watch your language.
Sorry.
Is your dad some kind of almond expert? No.
He was a farmer for a little while.
What'd he farm?
Was he an almond farmer?
I plead the fifth.
He was a nut farmer?
I can't say he was a nut farmer.
I'm a lead farmer. Let's take a break. We'll come back and talk to Bryce Williams. We'll see if he knows where milk comes from. Brandon Manning.
I don't know.
Brandon Manning is here as well. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live after this.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood, it's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number one in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Seared Shop House, Greenville's go-to restaurant for premium scratch-made entrees, paired with an impressive selection of wines and cocktails. Seared Shop House. Whether you're celebrating an anniversary, birthday, a special night out, or just want to have the best meal in town, come see why Seared is the place where great atmosphere and great food collide. Seared is now open for lunch Monday through Friday, and be sure to stop in for the best brunch in town Saturday and Sunday. They also offer pickup and delivery. Head to SearedShopHouse.com for online ordering.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvage marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
Okay, guys, I've devised a plan to find better home internet. Kids, you scout the web for the best deals. Honey, you monitor our projected data usage.
Or we could avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular's home internet.
New plan. Ellen, you sign up for U.S. Cellular home internet. Madison, you bring me snacks while I stream the game.
Bundle and save on U.S. Cellular's new and improved home internet. Just $29.99 when bundled with a wireless plan. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
The brunch is back. The famous brunch buffet at Fifth Street Hardware has a variety of breakfast and lunch items from 10:30 to 2, including an omelet station and prime rib, and a special Sunday cocktail menu, including mimosa flights. Don't forget, Fifth Street Hardware has lunch specials every day, along with over 40 beers on tap. Trivia Wednesday, live music every Thursday night, and a late night menu through the weekend. Visit FifthStreetHardware.com or give them a follow on Facebook and Instagram for a weekly lineup and more. Go Pirates!
We are talking with the legendary Greg Lassiter, championsofgreenville.com. And I say that because very few businesses last 10 years, 20 years. You're getting ready to celebrate your 40th year at Champions Health and Fitness.
This next coming July will make 40 years. I started out in Aden with 3 pieces of equipment and didn't even have a bathroom for people to use, so it's come a long ways.
Champions Health and Fitness. Give the address and the phone number.
4190 Bayswater Drive, Winterville, North Carolina. Our phone number is 353-0544.
You can find Champions right behind the Fire Tower on Fire Tower Road. Champions Health and Fitness.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank that's in your corner when you need them. This is Chris Richards from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Ashley Capps, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business, come and see one of our experienced team members at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Member FDIC.
All right, it's that time of year again. Let's take a look at what's going on in the Wings Over Greenville brackets.
In the sauce region, we have the top-seeded Honey Barbecue getting the win over Hot Garlic.
In the Wings region, Tenders defeats Traditional in a nail-biter.
In the sandwich region, the Chicken Bacon Ranch Wrap knocks off the Buffalo Chicken Sandwich.
And who will win the greatest rivalry of them all, Ranch versus Blue Cheese? You decide.
Try them out for yourself. Give them a call today at 758-9464 or place your order online at wingsover.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. David Price Construction, the proud ECU home services partner. Call them today at 919-291-5532 or visit them online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Kenny Curlings has a good theory. He said humans saw a baby calf nursing and said, hell, if they can do it, we can do it. You know, Kenny, you make a lot of sense.
That is a very plausible explanation.
Brandon, I haven't introduced you yet. Brandon Manning's here. Let's hit the music, Shirley Rhodes, if we've got it ready to go.
I thought we were going to do a Bryce and Brandon mashup. I don't know how y'all were going to do this if we were here at the same time.
Bryce is running late. We're
fine.
Are we going to have to do it live?
We deleted it.
Here we go. Let's go live. I used to be Hello Wheels back when I was a younger man. Now my body says, oh, you can't do this, boy. But my mind says, oh, yes, you can. I ain't as good as I once was.
I used to be Hello Wheels back when I was a younger man. Now my body says, oh, you can't do this, boy. But my mind says, oh, yes, you can. I ain't as good as I once was. That's just the cold, hard truth. I still throw you back, talk a little smack, and I'm feeling bulletproof. So don't double talk every now, cause I'd have to call your bluff. I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was.
All right, B-Man, what's up?
It's going great, guys. How's it going?
Are you bummed out there's no EC baseball today?
I am slightly bummed there's no baseball today, and more than likely won't be baseball tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which is why we need don't forego the indoor facility for football and everything. Let's just build one big multi-sport dome
for every sport.
Like, hey guys, we're gonna go baseball in here today. It's gonna be like old Minnesota Twins.
I was gonna say Metrodome, yeah, because they had football, they had baseball, and they had Final Fours there too, right?
Yeah.
So we could put basketball there. Can you imagine how cavernous that would be for a ECU basketball game?
We should do some never mind, I'll talk about it later. I was gonna say some spring training games or something that would be cool, but you probably don't have MLB Network, do you?
We're watching a college baseball game, man.
We're watching a great college baseball
This is
game.
a lot.
We're watching number one Wake Forest lose to Georgetown 6-2.
That's pretty typical.
God forbid a baseball team lose.
Is Wake Forest fans hitting the panic button?
Don't be that guy.
No, don't be that guy.
I mean, you can be whatever you want to be, but I don't want our team to lose. I know you don't either.
No, things are going to happen, though. They're going to lose. It's happening.
Yeah, it's happened
4 times.
Because as we heard yesterday, they didn't hit it where they were not standing and all sorts of stuff that caused it, and it was just one of those things.
But they realize that now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they realize that they need to put the ball where the other opposing baseball players are not standing.
Brandon, I'm giving you a fictitious panic button. Are you hitting that button on the bullpen?
Definitely not.
Why not?
I'm just not there yet. I mean, number one, our bullpen is still relatively young. Who pitched the other day? Danny Bill's going to be freaking Danny Bill by the end of the year, and I'm not worried about it. He's like God. What was that Major League Baseball player? Lefty hitter, kind of fat and ugly, and all he did was pinch hit, and he just laced it.
Well, you got
Pablo Sandoval.
You got Matt Stairs.
There we go, Matt Stairs. That was it.
But you also had Eric Hinsky, who fits that mold.
Yeah, but Matt Stairs, he was like the consummate professional.
You're comparing Danny Bill to Matt Stairs?
Look, hey man, I know it's a bad situation. I need a hit right here. Hey man, I need the bases are loaded. I need you to get a should have been a called third strike, and the guy also swung twice in back-to-back innings.
I was sitting with you.
I wouldn't say
he is
kind of ugly.
I do not do. Are we saying Danny's ugly?
No, you said Matt Stairs was ugly.
I'm talking about just give me the ball in bad situations kind of guy, and typically produces. And relievers, they're going to come in a bad situation, and if they have a bad at bat, that sucks because it just sort of like a wide receiver that drops a pass. If he only gets targeted twice a game and you drop one of them and it was in the end zone, everybody's talking crap about you, but you just dropped a pass. No, not ready to call it. I think we have a lot of things we need to work on. I think we're getting better. People, believe it or not. I think our bats are far beyond what we did that preseason over-under earlier on, and I think they're far beyond what numbers we thought they were going to be.
Yeah.
So I'm not ready to hit the panic button. Not yet. We faced some good hitting teams that were, sometimes you just see a guy that reach some guys that just they're going to hit against you, and that's the way it's going to be.
Tyler says if baseball players would focus more on baseball instead of being human, spending time on radio and the such, they'd be all right.
That doesn't get a response.
He's joking. He is. He's joking. Mike P says, is interning at Pirate Radio ruining ECU baseball and ECU sports as a whole? Many are asking.
Some are saying.
So I would like to point this out. Since the Players Lounge was introduced to Pirate Radio, the first year we did it for football, East Carolina snapped a bowlish streak for the first time in 10 years or whatever.
Yeah.
The second season we did it, East Carolina won a bowl game for the first time since 2014. First year we did it for baseball, East Carolina hosted a super regional.
Hold on, did you have the Players Lounge this past football season?
No.
And what happened?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to tally that.
It's actually the opposite. The Players Lounge has brought East Carolina athletics success at the likes of which had not been seen in a decade plus, or in some cases ever, because the first time we had it for baseball, they hosted the super regional at Clark LeClaire Stadium for the first time ever.
I mean, they do have free time, people. I mean, typically they get, I think you're still supposed to have 1 day off per NCAA regulations. Is that right? Does anyone know?
That day off is Monday for them.
And that's day off. That's why it is done on Mondays.
And it looks like they're getting a day off today and tomorrow, too, Brandon.
They'll do something.
Shirley Rhodes, Bryce Williams is here.
Hit it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I saw the light. I was baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again. I'm a brand new man. B. Rice, what's up?
Tardy.
I know.
Oh.
Apologies for my. I was actually going to use the word tardy.
Tardy.
I apologize. Greenville stoplight.
Were you how many tardies and absences did you have in school, Bryce?
Exactly how many?
To the T.
I don't think I was a pretty good student.
Yeah.
None that I was at least accounted. None that was actually tallied.
My middle school ride was kind of late all the time.
Who was that?
My mom. she was a teacher at the same school, so I was like, I had to be there extra early. It kind of sucked.
Teachers hated me for carpool rides because my dad, I'd always be the last kid at Colorado Station, and they'd be like, where's your dad at? I'm ready to go home. My dad was a farmer, so he had to get things done on the farm.
And he picked him up in a tractor, so it took a while. He had to leave 2 hours from his house, 10 minutes down the road.
Only had low gear.
So Saturday, I did PA for both games at Clark LeClaire Stadium. Game one ended early. I went out and walked in the parking lot and ran into my good pal Brandon Manning, who offered me a hot dog, which really is just a vehicle for that chili. The chili's where it's at.
Chili dog.
And man, that chili was magnifico.
Was that where I got the picture you sent?
Yeah.
Brandon pulls out of his cooler Natural Light with writing on it.
But it's just better. He's learned.
It says,
mark your territory, folks, when Bryce is around.
It says superstitious beer, and it had B. Williams. Do not drink B. Williams. Do not touch.
That was my wife. She asked
B.
me
Williams.
touch to it.
So he was prepared this time, just in case you showed up, Bryce.
Yep. So if we do another watch along, well.
Or come to a game, why don't you?
I know. I want to come to a game. I need to look at the schedule.
There's a million of them. You'll have a lot of opportunities.
Clip or John or.
I will let you know when you can get to a game. But we were talking about baseball. They'll be on the road. Do you know anything about Liberty this year, Brandon? I know like a handful of years ago they were good. But
a handful of years ago they were good. I think they got some local guys on the team. if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. They always have a Eastern North Carolina, like a South Central, some other guys around. I would check that schedule, but I mean, typically they have some local. When I say local, it doesn't have to be Pitt County, but local Eastern North Carolina guys on the roster.
Pirates are 0 on the road so far this year.
They win this weekend. I think I said 2 out of 3 this weekend is what they're going to do. The only bad thing about there is this in the mountains, basically. It's Lynchburg.
Lynchburg is?
It's in up there, mountainous area. I would say
hilly.
They get snow,
plateauish.
So what are you saying?
Wait, we get snow.
It is east of the Blue Ridge Mountains. I'm looking for the elevation, 630 feet.
I don't know if that's the mountains there.
Look up
the foothills.
Yeah, sure. But
what is your point?
If it gets a little bit colder up there, we don't hit good when it's cold weather. I've always said that. Always said that about all us North Carolina baseball players. We do not like hitting in cold weather. I despise it. I'm sure they do too.
That just means Trey Savage will have 14 strikeouts.
Probably. He's an ace.
Yeah.
He is a stud. He is just chalk it up to. He's one of those guys like, hey, he's going to get a win. He's going to eat up a lot of innings. He's going to win. It's going to be like Verlander in 15 years ago.
He has been phenomenal. Zach Root has also been phenomenal.
Zach Root has been pretty freaking good for his campaign he's got going on. I would venture to say, with Trey going on Friday and Zach going on Saturday, it's hard to stack up seeing the same type of guy. I mean, they're totally different in the way they approach batters and the way that they pitch and their speeds, their everything. And seeing Zach right behind them is tough.
Do you think Hunter got a quick hook on Sunday?
Yep.
You do? You want to see a little more of him? He had 2 great starts and was pulled on Sunday. Mully brought up that, maybe, but we did have a full bullpen ready to go thanks to White Lunsford Shankman and what he did on Saturday.
Exactly, and you want to see some guys pitch. I don't think De Lorenzo pitched.
He pitched Friday.
A little bit.
Like one inning.
I didn't remember much of it. I don't even think it was a full inning, was it?
I think it was the 9th.
I like to name him Picho Libre because he looks like, with the mustache, he looks like Nacho Libre, the wrestler.
He's got a good look.
He does. But we had a lot of guys and available, and they just, for one reason or another, they couldn't miss any bats. And when they did miss bats, or when they did get pitches right there where I thought were questionable, and I never say anything about umpires personally. They have a hard enough job, and it is literally a reaction to what's going on. But there was a lot of confusion between home plate umpire, but I will say it was for both teams. It was bad.
So if you're consistently bad, is that good?
Is that
like multiplying by?
Here's the thing: it wasn't just like, hey, I'm bad for ECU. Hey, I'm bad for southeastern Louisiana. But what made it bad was he would call it real high, then he'd call it outside, and then he wouldn't give high and he wouldn't give outside, he'd give inside and low. It just wasn't very consistent behind the plate from that guy. But looking back at it, he's been there several times and he's not a bad umpire. We don't typically get bad umpires at this level. They have a certain percentage they're supposed to be at, and they get checked and they get graded on how they do. So
how did Wilson Rayner grade out over the weekend?
I gotta say, if I was an opposing team, I wouldn't like that. You got a former ECU football player.
It is very strange.
That umps a lot of ECU baseball games at East Carolina. I would think the fix is in.
He has tossed out Cliff Godwin though. At Wilmington last year.
That was all a show.
Totally fake. Smoke's great.
It was after the game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you say Wilmington?
Yeah.
Okay, that was during the game.
Yeah.
I was trying to say. But I remember when he got tossed after the game, we're like, okay.
Bryce.
That was Campbell.
Bryce, you go to Blacksburg to play Virginia Tech. Mm-hmm. The head linesman is a Hokie grad. What are you thinking? Yeah.
And played football at Virginia Tech.
No, played baseball.
True.
Oh, yeah. The opposite sport. Yeah, it could be fishy. You know,
I would just think that I feel like that's something Pirate fans would talk a lot about if we went to Chapel Hill and the role was reversed. That's all I'm saying.
I would tend to agree with you if we go to Chapel Hill and there's a Chapel Hill basketball player refereeing baseball games.
Exactly, it's the same situation, Brandon.
I would agree with you. I never said I didn't disagree with you.
Okay.
He asked me how I thought he did, and I said I don't.
Oh, I know.
Him doing anything. I was like, oh, okay, guess he did great.
I know.
Get off my back.
Eric says, besides University of Alaska at Anchorage, I highly doubt any baseball player likes sitting in the cold. Great insight, Brandon.
Eric, what's your deal? Do we have beef? This is 2 weeks in a row.
I think he called you a nerd
He called me a nerd last week. Okay. Does he personally know me? Do I know this, Eric?
He said, I joke. I kid.
No,
he's a kidster.
You hurt.
That's what we do on this show.
Eric is a jokester.
Brandon, we got to thicken up your skin if you're taking a fan.
We got other people questioning your geography here. He said, so is Winston-Salem in the mountains?
I mean, look, man, I have been to a few conferences at Liberty University where it was in the hills and you're up and down and there's snow. They have like ski thing right there in the town.
What is a ski thing?
A ski shop?
Where you can go skiing it's like a year-round ski. Like
Slope?
they have, yes, there we go.
Ski resort?
But some of it's not it's not a ski resort. It's like a slope that they can use fake snow, and then they even have like a tarp
Like a driving range for golf.
Pretty much. I wouldn't call it a slope or a resort, but they have it right there in town.
A hill.
Yeah, a snow hill, if you will.
Hey,
we have
a snow hill right down the road.
That always tripped me out as a kid because there was never snowing and there's not a lot of hills there.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get this name?
Get it.
Then again, I lived in Winterville. And it's like 102 degrees.
Pulled each other behind a four-wheeler that once a decade.
Yeah.
Chad said if you got beef, eat a pork chop. Mike P said, I wish this nerd would shut up about how great umpires are. Brandon,
nerd.
They are giving it to you, man.
What is the deal, folks? What's going on?
I don't know. I like it.
Bryce's turn. I'm done.
Chad's asking, what does Liberty and Winston-Salem have to do with each other? Follow along, Chad.
Chadwick.
Steve said Brandon raised Eric's insurance premium. Is that what happened?
That's happening.
That's happening, folks.
It's happening to everybody in the state of North Carolina.
Hannah Manning's coming to Brandon's defense, says, I got to come to his rescue. They do have it taller than a hill, mountains at Liberty.
That's called, you do have it could be called a butte.
A butte?
A butte.
That's a butte.
Isn't that a town in like Montana?
I think a butte is also
a plateau, if you will.
I've never heard butte before.
I think it's a butte. I'm pretty sure it's a butte.
Like, that's what I was
like. Hey man, look at that boat right there. Ain't she a butte?
Yeah.
I mean, is that what we're talking about?
Like Cousin Eddie.
I'm pretty sure it's called a butte.
Cousin. She's a butte, Clark.
How would you spell it? You think?
B-U-T-E, I think.
B-U-T-E.
I think there's an E in there somewhere. B, like you spell beauty.
All right.
Shirley, take us to break.
What is a butte?
What
is not it?
What is this all about?
I swear it is. It's got to be a butte. I'm pretty confident.
We'll take a break. Liberty Mountain Snowflake Center. Okay, I see a building. I see no mountains.
An isolated hill with steep, often vertical sides and a small, relatively flat top. Buttes are smaller landforms.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
it's
make
B-U-T-T-E.
Yep.
Brandon.
Have you ever been to this town?
I mean,
it's cold.
Brandon, that is not a mountain.
It's snow. It's snow on a big hill, folks. Snow on a hill.
Snow on a dang hill on a butte.
Oh, man. Golly, that's not a mountain.
That's just one picture.
You can call it the Piedmont.
I mean, that looks fun. I wish we had something like that.
I guess we could, since it's not. We're not in the mountains. Gosh darn it!
We have a snow hill.
Jenny is familiar with Snowplex.
Like Jenny?
That's Snow.
This is Jenny, I believe, related to
Delaney. Yeah.
Oh,
where's Delaney? Costa Rica.
That's correct.
It's not snowing there.
Costa
Was
Rica.
it at Spring Breaker's house?
Spring break.
Spring break.
This early?
Yeah, man.
That's a bummer.
For who?
Well, I mean, it's not really warm at any of the beaches.
Well, Florida.
I bet it's warm in Costa Rica.
Florida and Costa Rica and Mexico, it's warm.
It's better than being here.
Well,
Hey, you shut up in there.
Yeah. Costa Rica weather, 80, 77. Yeah, I mean, Costa Rica's nice.
Oh, man, look at all this
She's
rain.
got rain.
She deserves it.
I hope she brought some cards to play solitaire because ain't nothing going on.
Or big Uno. Bigger group game.
Uno, dice.
Matt said, screw the mountains. What do you care about mountains? What do you... All right, let's take a break. Good segment. Back with you after this.
Zero baseball.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
And then it was two seagulls!
We're here for the booty.
Party?
Pirate Water is here. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find pirate water in a location near you.
We're going plankton!
Pirate Water is here. 21 and older, please drink responsibly.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hey O's fans, secure your 2024 Birdland membership now and receive an exclusive members-only Gunnar Henderson AL Rookie of the Year bobblehead. This exclusive gift comes with the purchase of any membership plan. Choose from reserved and flex options to get the plan that's right for you. Enjoy up to 30% off at concession stands and merch at Camden Yards team stores, plus Birdland rewards and more. Buy your membership today at Orioles.com/membership.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Dixon Williams, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
Jimmy John's has great taste wrapped up. All your favorite Jimmy John's sandwiches are now available as a wrap. Enjoy all natural meats, cheeses, and hand-sliced veggies, bundled into a convenient grab-and-go wrap that's made when you order it. Top it off with sensational sides, including new home-style potato salad and bow tie pasta salad. Wrap your taste buds around Jimmy John's new wraps. And don't forget their loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com.
Looking for physical therapy near you? Have you had orthopedic surgery, a work or sports injury, or a medical condition that has limited your day-to-day activities? At ENC Physical Therapy, we strive to provide one-on-one care with a personalized treatment plan with little to no wait times for initial evaluation. ENC Physical Therapy is located in Washington, a convenient 20-minute drive from Greenville. As a patient, you have options and the right to choose where to go. So give ENC Physical Therapy a call today at 252-495-0018. ENC Physical Therapy.
Pirate Radio.
ECU Pirates. Can't nobody do what we do. You know. That's right. All right then.
Yeah! The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Russell's in downtown Washington is the place to shop for all of your clothing needs, whether it's the great collection of men's suits and sport coats, the beautiful dresses and casual attire for women, or the new collection of Barber outerwear for both men and women. Russell's has you covered. Russell's Clothing has served Eastern North Carolina and beyond for over 40 years. Russell's Clothing on Main Street in downtown Washington. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in Eastern North Carolina. They're open 7 days a week with live music every night and the best lineup of bands on the weekends. And ladies get in free. Sunday Fun Day features free pizza all day long and cornhole tournaments starting at 3 o'clock. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram for the latest on the music lineups, and we will see you at the Buck. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
That needs to change.
I'm all for changing. Change is inevitable.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Brandon Manning, John Honeycutt.
Everybody's giving me crap today, off and on the air.
Bryce went to go snag an agua.
He'll be right back.
He
said. Already back.
Yeah. It is Ticket Tuesday, brought to you by Toby Williams and Sailor Warehouse. We will be giving away 4 tickets to ECU and Charlotte for this Saturday in Minges Coliseum. It'll be Bryce Williams' last chance to see an ECU basketball game this season. And I'm assuming he's not going to take that chance.
Hey, hold on.
Don't chance it.
I'm with you. I have not been to one all year. First, I'm
part of the problem.
About it.
Part of the problem.
Matt, disappointed, but playing my own, coaching my own games and then going to some volleyball tournaments early on around Christmas. It starts during around that time.
You didn't go to one. I don't need a reason. You just
don't need
Brandon,
excuses.
If you wanted to be there, you would have been there.
Caused me the problem. I'm not a problem. I'm just a busy parent.
Clip, what are excuses? What are they like?
I know what opinions are like. What are excuses like?
Underwear.
What they're like opinions.
It's the same?
I think so.
What were you going to say?
That.
Okay. Excuses are like...
Yep, and everybody has them.
And everybody's got them.
Matt Lewis on YouTube brings up a good point. He says, I wanted to mention we had one of the best weeks of ECU athletics after the Clip versus Chon basketball disaster. We need another matchup to get back on track.
Well, we have secured a court for our 3-point contest.
Yes, we have.
I got you a court whenever you need one.
Where?
Rose Hill Church.
Okay.
Got you whenever.
Rose Hill.
I'm assuming you're not going to run full court, though.
No. So, no. Each challenge we have will be at a different venue. So.
I want to see a good game of horse. Like, bring out a trick shot.
I enjoy it.
That way Clip just doesn't dominate the baseline 3.
Yeah.
Chad has your back. He is posting a mountain with a big Liberty logo on it. Or is that a mountain?
No.
It's a baby mountain.
That looks like a...
What's a butte?
What's a baby? What's a butte? No, a butte.
A butte has more of a flatter.
No, a butte looks like something out in the look at that. That's a butte.
By the way, Zach, you have told me that Delaney is in Costa Rica.
Was I wrong?
You were very wrong.
A source close to her situation says Dominican Republic.
Whatever. Still.
I mean, it's close, kind of.
Hope it rains even more there.
The DR. So,
she was on a beach and I'm not. I couldn't care.
I mean, you are super jealous.
I feel a little saltiness.
You could say that.
He looks a little salty.
No, I'm salty because I stayed in Greenville for all of this and then they canceled the baseball games on me.
Jamie is asking, can someone ask Brandon to stop chewing gum on the mic?
Jeez.
Man, you are getting crushed today, man.
Do you know radio etiquette?
I'm going to be honest.
And I heard your phone.
I see you doing it, but I don't hear you doing it.
I've been trying to...
I think they're just attacking you for some reason.
I blew a bubble a minute ago, but I didn't even pop it into the mic. It was pretty good.
Did y'all see that picture of, speaking of blowing a bubble, and basically he's in, was it Mississippi State?
Oh, the player that hit a home run?
Legit.
That was cool.
And was blowing a bubble.
Robinson Cano, he used to do that a lot.
That's cool.
It was Texas State against Texas.
Yeah, one of those Maroon teams.
Well, Maroon.
The combination, y'all talked about it a little bit. There was a combination of two things. He kind of watched it, kind of pimped the home run, which everybody.
Carter or Wilcoxon?
Wilcoxon.
Okay.
It was the second home run.
Okay.
And then he threw the bat before he got into, I guess there's a zone or whatever you want to call it that you can celebrate typically in. So they got a talking to. But then a few innings later, they went right back to doing it again. They didn't do it the next time, and then 2 innings later, they went back and did it. So
yeah. I mean, I get that they want to keep the peace and not get, but did you think it was that big of a deal?
I didn't really see, or I mean, their coach, Dietrich didn't say anything. I mean, nobody complained about it. It was the home umpire that was causing a scene.
I think baseball players are the cockiest athletes out of any sport.
I would agree.
Zach's nodding. What do y'all think?
Receivers in football.
Well,
defensive backs.
Diva-ish.
Defensive backs, because they got to be.
But baseball guys, they're in the dugout. They're always like chirping and looking at the other team, just like wanting some kind of conflict.
Wanting to fight.
Yeah, I think.
And because it's such an individual sport, I know it's a team game, but you're in that box by yourself.
Oh, yeah.
You're on the mound by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's one-on-one for the most part until you get on base, and then you're playing against the team, but you're one-on-one against that pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, I mean, it's been a growing fad, if you will, in baseball for the pitcher to scream and stare and grab parts of their bodies. If you
look how cocky this guy looks.
Yeah, look at this guy.
He looks cocky.
Zach,
are they on turf?
Not only are you here complaining about being here,
probably the mound, maybe.
But
I love being here. Just a disclaimer, I do love being here.
Sherry says we were going to go on a world tour, but Zach decided not to come home.
Oh,
they
boy.
weren't. They weren't.
You ruined it for yourself and your family.
No, they weren't. They lied.
I like Wake Forest's uniforms. They got a little Wake Forest on the pants. I don't think I've seen many people put much.
That's cocky.
That's cocky. Hey, but is this a turf field? I'm trying to.
It is.
Yes.
The whole thing.
Yeah,
it's
I feel
disgusting.
Like I do not like. Yeah,
it's definitely drier than what it should be.
I definitely don't like that pea-colored batter's box.
Yeah,
it looks like somebody just urinated all over the place.
And it looks like the right-hand batter's box looks a different color than the left-hand batter's box versus the rest of the turf, if you will.
Why would you do a turf? Like, even I get maybe the infield, but like the whole dirt. I mean,
it's just
it takes away from actually
no maintenance.
No maintenance and hardly any games missed.
Yeah.
We're missing one at Clark LeClaire today.
Probably 2. I would imagine they're not getting both of them.
Well, let's say if they didn't tarp the turf, if they had turf and didn't tarp it, will we be playing today still? Or
I am very surprised, and this is just my opinion.
Brush.
I think we're not playing today because they're definitely not going to get 2 games or 1 game in tomorrow, and I don't think they want to split a series. That field at Clark LeClaire Stadium, ever since they rebuilt it, is just crazy about drying. Typically, it's a few minutes, and they can get that thing ready to go.
I saw a picture earlier.
Top-notch drainage system.
They did.
From Mr. Cunningham, who made the trip and didn't see a game. And you can see the edge of the infield here, Brandon, how muddy and gross that looks.
Yeah, but, that doesn't take much.
Okay.
I mean, in baseball.
So what are you saying? We could be playing, but they're choosing not to play?
I have a question.
I think we could have been playing.
While rain delay, football games, there's no rain delay. You just play in the turf. Yeah, guys, why can't you just play in the dirt? And when it rains.
Because baseball players are soft, I guess.
Like, why can't they just play?
I'm with you. I am with you, except for maybe the ball hits the ground more in baseball more than it does football. Maybe
it's a safety issue with the pitcher or something like.
I mean, if it was a rainy game and a pass got dropped 2 or 3 times, y'all switch out the balls all the time. How does that work?
I don't know how many times we switch. I don't know how often it gets switched out, really.
Or did y'all have? Is there like a tackier ball y'all can use during football?
No, not really. Just try and keep them
might be now.
Bags and
they got a pea-colored warning track.
Yeah, there's pee everywhere.
Goodness gracious!
Urination.
I guess, Bryce, if the ball gets so slippery, a pitcher can't throw a strike. Then
they change how the baseball.
They do. They do.
I mean, it would be doable.
I'm with you.
I think the fans have been missing out on a lot of games because of these rains.
So I will
just hit one on the ground and it sticks to the ground,
you can't
get a base hit.
If you hit a pop fly and you stick it and it goes to the ground, you're not just it's there. It's not going anywhere.
No, do you see that? Because the football won't do that. Yeah, I can see that. Plug it. It just plugs like a golf ball.
Yeah.
I'm curious about that. John, would you look at the rules?
Rules?
Of why
Chad said there are more unwritten rules in baseball than any other sport. There are, and I think they're dumb. I don't like them.
I guess the dirt has more to do than anything in the grass.
Yeah.
I guess when you're running, when clay gets wet, it gets very slick, and it sticks in your cleats, and therefore you cannot run. So if that's why you use a turf, maybe.
I mean, I get it. I'm just relating it to football, rainy games.
Y'all are tougher. Is that what you want to hear, Bryce?
Well, hey,
is that what you want to hear? We're a bunch of freaking prima donnas, and y'all are tough old, tough old goats.
I like that.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
That's why they cancel rain games.
It's been a rough day for Brandon, and it's only going to get rougher. Eric says it sure hits the ground more when Brandon is out there fielding.
Wait.
Do I know this, Eric?
No.
Does he have a life beyond the keyboard?
Oh, man.
Jesus.
That is good stuff. All right, we got to give away some tickets to basketball. Good news, Pirate fans. East Carolina will beat Charlotte on Saturday. I don't care how bad it's been. I don't care how ugly it's going to be tomorrow night. The Pirates will win on Saturday.
Is that a
guarantee?
It's a guarantee.
It's a guarantee. Go ahead and ask touchdown, Tony. Guarantee.
Yeah, but hey,
it's happening. It is happening. And you can win 4 free tickets right now. Call 317-1250. We'll go caller number 4. Gets these tickets from Toby Williams and Cellular Warehouse. Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers. The best thing about it is this great service is free. Call Toby Williams, 252-799-7051. Let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Sailor authorized agent. Call 317-1250. Win some free tickets, courtesy of Toby Williams and Ticket Tuesday Cellular Warehouse. We're back with more Pirate Radio Live after this.
For whatever that means. And so it costs sometimes when I'm lying in bed.
Pestech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pestech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pestech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pestech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. People have been asking, what's new at New Blue? And I'm always glad to tell them that we now specialize in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. As always, we offer plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, all while redefining service excellence. So go ahead, contact us at callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. Go Pirates.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owner's insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
The arrival of a new year offers many the hope for a fresh beginning that presents exciting opportunities for a rewarding future. Pitt County Schools encourages you to become engaged with an award-winning school system that is centered around educational and leadership advantages, because we are hiring. If you are looking for a great place to work that offers competitive pay, advancement opportunities, and personal growth, we invite you to join our team to help ensure success for the posterity of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. Help us grow minds and invest in our future through 38 schools and one community, as education is truly a team effort. Pitt County Schools, where we engage, empower, and elevate.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Chico's Mexican restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico. A huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $8.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Worth Chiropractic is your local choice for chiropractic care. Automobile accident, they'll specialize in treating automobile accidents and slip and falls while working closely with your attorney. Everyday back and neck pains or sports-related injuries, they offer safe, natural care to get you back to being you. No drugs or surgery, so it's convenient, comfortable, and cost-effective. And the first consult is free. Worth Chiropractic, 2 convenient locations on Arlington Boulevard. Free consultations, and they'll work with your lawyer and file your insurance. Call 1-800-BACK-DOC today.
Pirate Radio is the voice of the Pirate Nation.
I think that it's you are the youth. Come on.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Celebrate Jersey Mike's 14th annual month of giving. Make a donation all month long at your local Jersey Mike's and make sure to stop by Wednesday, March 27th for Day of Giving, when 100% of sales will be donated to Maynard Children's Hospital. Learn more at jerseymikes.com/MOG. That's jerseymikes.com/MOG. Now, back to your host, Whit Brock.
With you, Pirate Radio Live. No, I want to know who you're talking about.
I'm gonna have
Let's
to
play
look it
Name That Brave. Give me some more description. Brian.
Played outfield.
Brian Hunter. Okay, Brian. Are you talking about played football and baseball?
Yeah.
Where at?
Played for the Braves.
No, yeah. Are you sure his name's what? Brian Jordan.
Brian Jordan. There we go.
Darn it.
God, see, Name That Brave. Took you through all the Brians that ever played for Atlanta. I'm actually disappointed you didn't get it quicker.
I know. I should have got that right away.
But that needs to be a Clips question on a Wednesday night trivia.
Well, coming up Wednesday night, Joey will be hosting sports trivia at AJ's.
Oh.
Young Joey.
We'll give him a hard time.
So, yeah, that'll be fun.
I actually have high hopes for his hosting skills.
I hope he does all right. He's only been out there like 2 or 3 times. Does he really know how it goes down?
Does he know what shoes he's got to fill?
I think he's in for a rude awakening because he has
the green light.
He is a young, confident. He's like these kids these days. They think they know every damn thing.
Baseball player.
He might as well be.
Damn, he walked him again.
He thinks he knows the world, but he don't.
Uh-oh.
Redbeard says our conversations is all the more reason for robot umpires behind the plate. They are programmed for the right strike zone. I want the right call. Thoughts?
I would never be an advocate for robot umpires in any sport.
I agree. And Redbeard, I think I disagree. I don't think you even want this because then what would you complain about?
Right.
So
you are a big complainer, and if you take those umps away,
there's nothing to complain about.
Chandler, look this stat up. What was the average major league umpire correct call? They stat this is on.
Right, what do you want me to look
like behind the plate?
Brandon,
they're right. Like
you know who you're talking to. Chandler has trouble looking up a score from last night.
So
average what?
Major league umpire success rate
in 2004.
No, do last
on
year.
Tuesdays,
I'm being willing to bet like home plate umpires are
98%.
Midweek
games.
The short version is pretty simple. Since the beginning of the pitch tracking era in 2008, umpires have improved their accuracy in calling balls and strikes every single year.
Can you get to the point?
Accuracy has gone from 81.3% to 92.4%.
So that was in last year? I was just going to look up last
2008.
year.
That article was in February of 2023.
Chandler, will you look at me for a second? Are you? It looks like you're crying.
I'm yawning so much.
John.
What's wrong, buddy?
I'm tired.
Hey, open up.
Yeah,
This
okay.
is,
I think the guy in the
I am
playoffs,
tired.
the guy that had the World Series last year was like close to 99% correct on balls and strikes.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty accurate.
Eric says robot umpires out here taking jobs away from Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Can't have that.
If you're playing the Mets, the
Gotta
percentage is
hell.
like 10.
Lose your job.
If you're playing the Mets,
If you're
what?
playing the Mets, the percentage is like 10.
Why does that mean?
The Mets.
Look at Jimmy Hart back there.
Look at who?
Jimmy Hart. back
Jimmy
there.
Hart. That's
The
a throwback.
The glasses.
Let's do a little Pirate Radio Outdoors. Bryce, you been in a boat lately?
I have been in the boat. I've done a few things. I was on the water, but I've been on the boat. I did kind of a nerve-wracking thing earlier in the week, and that was I added some rod holders to the bow of my boat, which encompassed me having to drill 2-inch holes into the gunnels of my boat.
45s or straight up?
They're 45 out. And obviously they weren't put there. I guess maybe they weren't meant to be there, but real nerve-wracking. A lot of looking, measuring, guessing, wishing, praying that where I'm going to drill this hole.
There's nothing underneath.
There's nothing underneath. It's not going to, because they're 9 inches long and they're cocked at I think they're 30 degree, but I got them 45 out.
Those words should never go in the same sentence.
And I, long story short, after some careful measuring, guessing, and just kind of knowing the boat, they went in well, just exactly where I want them. So now I have 2 more rod holders for drum fishing and whatever else comes about. Did that, and then I fished on Sunday, slow bite, but ended up catching a few smaller fish. Unfortunately, no keeper size, but
talking trout.
Trout, yeah.
Cool
So not complaining about catching smaller fish, because it's always fun to catch fish. But then a little excitement. My buddy and the other buddy ended up one hooked a 25-inch trout and one hooked a 23. So that put some excitement to it. But that didn't happen till like noon.
Just need some grease after that.
Yeah, and that was his first fish of the day. Fishing from 7 a.m. nothing, and then noon he catches a citation. So pretty cool.
Gator.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a male too, which is actually very, 25 inches. It was 4.84 pounds. So
these guys that catch like a 10-pound trout, I've seen a lot of those in the last couple of years.
Crazy.
That's prehistoric fish.
I'm hearing it come about more frequent than I, initially thought when I first started this. But the last few years, my buddies caught 230s, and then I don't even know how many countless 27s, 28s.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck?
We've been very blessed with mild winters, so we hadn't had those winter fish kills that kind of set us back.
Yep.
So I think our trout fishing right now is probably at an all-time high. I imagine.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can't wait.
And we can't keep anything else in North Carolina.
Yeah, I know. We can only keep 4 whopping trout and 1 of everything else. But
we can't keep a rockfish this year.
Yeah. Believe me, it's crazy. I don't get it, but I am fortunate. We've had mild winters, like you said, because I think March should definitely be good. As the water temperatures creep into the low 60s, which we got up to 60 Sunday, but I'm excited for March.
Ready for one of those morning topwater bites, are you?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Gosh darn, boys.
There's nothing like a topwater bite.
I like Brandon taking over this segment with Bryce. That's good stuff.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. And then, obviously as April comes in, the bonitas start running and stuff. But I'm excited. That topwater bite and when big trout are eating is, the feeling. It's wonderful. It's nothing like, it's magical, Clip.
It is a magical moment.
Yeah. So, but I'm hoping to get out there. Anna said, hey, what do we have this weekend? I said, I don't think anything.
Rain. That's what we have.
And rain. I guess rain.
It rains.
But we'll see. If she doesn't have any plans, then maybe I can convince her to bring.
If I plan an awesome vacation to go off, it'll be perfect for fishing. So you just let me know when you want and I'll just plan something.
Yeah, there we go. Try and plan something this weekend.
I am going volleyballing.
There we go.
Pirate Radio Outdoors, Bryce Williams, Brandon Manning edition.
Yes.
Let's take one last break. Bryce, I'm going to tell you something when we return that is going to make you feel disgusted.
Uh-oh. Dang.
I think. I'll tell you that when we return on Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday after this.
Let's get it, y'all. Hey, you my little boo thing. So I'll give up what you do. Say, girl, I know you a little too tight. I've been shooting that shot like 2K, girl, I know.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood, it's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number one in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Attention athletes and fans. Tiebreakers is looking for all-stars. Do you know an athlete who made a game-winning play, scored an amazing touchdown, or hit a huge home run? We're scouting Eastern North Carolina for this month's most outstanding athlete. Go to tiebreakersathlete.com to nominate your favorite player for the prestigious Athlete of the Month award. Tiebreakers, shining a light on the athletes that make Eastern North Carolina proud. Submit your nomination now at tiebreakersathlete.com.
Turkey, ham, bacon. These and other meats are great around the holidays and every other day, but they all leave behind grease when you cook them, and grease is a real pain in the drain. When you pour grease down a drain, it cools and can clog sewer lines. That can lead to sewer spills, which are messy, bad for the environment, and can also be expensive. Never pour grease down the drain. Instead, collect it in a container like a used soup can or jar. Let it cool and throw it away in the trash. Together, we can protect our sewer system and the environment. For more information, go to guc.com.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff. So try our newest cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust pizza. Made with a blend of ricotta and mozzarella, hand stuffed into that Papa John's fresh, never frozen original dough. Get it for a limited time only at Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
Okay, guys, I've devised a plan to find better home internet. Kids, you scout the web for the best deals. Honey, you monitor our projected data usage.
Or we could avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular's home internet. There's no guesswork, and their internet's faster than ever.
New plan. Ellen, you sign up for U.S. Cellular home internet. Madison, you bring me snacks while I stream the game. Let's do this.
Bundle and save on U.S. Cellular's new and improved home internet. Just $29.99 when bundled with a wireless plan. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
In this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse for all of your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing about this great service is that it is free. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
Big news! DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps, is coming soon to North Carolina on March 11th. It won't be long until you can bet on same-game parlays, money lines, and props right here in North Carolina with DraftKings. DraftKings Sportsbook has the best features, including odds boost and live betting. They also have social betting groups where you can share your bets with friends in real time. You can bet on all kinds of sports, including college basketball, hockey, and so much more. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. New customers, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and bet on your favorite sports once we go live. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, coming to North Carolina on March 11th. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus. North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Subject to regulatory licensing requirements. See terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook/NC.
Pirate Radio.
I'll give you Blackbeard's honest opinion. You ask me, can this new captain promise you a life of prizes, plunder, and adventure? Aye.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The stock market took a nosedive today. The Dow was down 404 points and finished at 38,585. The NASDAQ was down 267 points at 15,939, and the S&P was down 52 at 5,078. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Bryce Williams, Brandon Manning, Sean, Zach, Shirley Rhodes. Potentially a new NFL rule, Bryce, coming out.
Uh-oh.
The new kickoff rule crafted by the NFL special teams coordinators. Special teams coordinators would allow teams to attempt an onside kick only when trailing in the fourth quarter and require them to declare it in advance.
Why?
No surprise onside.
Ridiculous. What? I mean, let's make it even more lame.
Let's just not kick off.
Right, just hand them the ball.
I hate that.
What in the heck?
Start doing tip-offs, like you do in basketball. Just throw it up, see who catches it.
That way we don't have any less contact, the better, I swear.
You have to tell the team what you're about to do.
That is the most insane thing. Is that like in the works, or like is that?
I mean, don't they call a timeout and like, okay, they're set up, we're going to call a timeout and we're going to get ready for the onside kick anyway? Yeah, that's stupid.
I swear. I tell you what,
Brandon, you made it through the hour.
Yeah,
you took a lot of heavy fire
hits,
today,
man.
Yeah. But you know what? You're standing tall at the end.
Now you know how it feels.
Tall-ish. Yeah. I'm sorry for everything that I put.
Yeah, I mean, now you know how it feels, buddy.
Really, really, really. I
go through it every day.
Bryce, good to see you, bud.
Good to see y'all. Thanks for having me.
We'll talk to you next week. Looking forward to next Tuesday. We'll be watching some conference tournament basketball during Pirate Radio Live. That'll be fun. All right, for B-Man, Bryce, John, Zach, Shirley, and the crew, I am Clip Brock. Thank you, chat gang, for all your fun on this Tuesday. We'll be back with you Wednesday, 3 o'clock, for an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. This is the Pirate Radio